Holy crap. My mic was like, we don't want to work today. And I had to go mean girl on it. But okay, I'm in a mood because I was just outside for an hour freezing my tush off because I locked myself out, slash my dogs possibly locked me out. So I'm in a little bit of a weird mood, but hopefully you enjoyed anyways. I just realized my music is not playing. Okay, hold on a second. You might get a jump scare in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hi, Rach. Welcome in. I'm so glad you can make it. Let me know if the music volume is too much. And hi, Bexy. Good morning. Thank you for keeping me company while I, froze my butt. Ugh, no? What's going on? Uh-oh. I hate the latency on YouTube. It drives me nuts. But when I decided to start streaming and coming back to content creation, I thought I would stick with YouTube. It's always kind of been my preferred platform, but obviously Twitch kind of owned the streaming world. But more and more people are starting to stream on YouTube, and it's starting to become a bigger platform for that. So I thought I would move my brand here. So that's what we're doing. But I do really hate the latency on YouTube streams. It's really annoying. Alright, we're on the loading screen because I wanted to ask you guys who you want to see me play. So I have 3 saves that I kind of rotate through and play on different levels or at different points. So we have my OG family, who is like the first ever family that I created and have played with. We're just about moving to Generation 2 on that one. And then we have Vivi and Ethan, who I played last night and did their first day. And then, I know, Bex. And then I have my Everheart family, who I created and tweaked a legacy challenge, kind of like a Joy of Life style challenge for this family specifically. And this is the one, Rach and Bex, that I've been posting a little bit more in our shared Discord. So those are my 3 saves that I play in InZoi and kind of rotate through. Bex's vote is for Vivi and Ethan. Rach, if you are okay with anything, then we can do that. And these are the 3 worlds, by the way. There's Bliss Bay. So that's the other thing that can be a deciding factor. Bliss Bay is like California, Florida style. Dowon, which is obviously a Korean town. And then Kahaya, which is a tropical thing. Okay, so since Bex wants to see Ethan, we will play Vivi and Ethan. Since I am off work indefinitely for now, I am going to try and prioritize my content creation a little bit because... Oh, yay! Okay. Yeah, because this is, as you know, a massive passion of mine that has always kind of been left to the wayside because of my career and being a mom. So I'm hoping I can prioritize it a little bit. Alright, so here we are in their apartment. We're picking up exactly where we left off. I'm just going to turn the music down a little bit. I don't know how it is on your end, but it'd be loud on my end. And it's driving me a little bit bonkers. Okay, that's better. So like I said, we're picking up exactly where we left off. We just finished their first day in Dowon. Today, dropping things, will be an exciting day. Vivi has her first day of work. It was quite loud. Is it still loud? I turned it down quite a bit, but... I need to make sure... I need to make sure my options are all kind of set. I want to turn aging off for now. And I want to make sure my lighting and shadows are good. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Rach. I really hope you don't mind me calling you Rachel. If you do, please do say. It's because I had a friend in middle school. I might have told you this before. Her name was Rachel, and she hated her name, and she always just went by Rach. So I'm just used to that. But if you prefer Rachel, I will say Rachel. It reminds me of Friends. Anyways. Okay, thank you. All right, so checking their wants. I think we're gonna have Vivi wake up and make some food immediately. I do also want to work on their romance today. Okay, thank you. Because that's a thing that we need to do. Uh-oh. Moved too quickly and was met with a cold reaction. Uh-oh. Felt pressured by how rushed things felt. Oh no. Okay, so apparently we've got to slow it down. Apparently Ethan's not quite ready to rush into things. This is the yellow lighting I was talking about, Bex, but in this case, it's actually kind of normal because it's sunset. Oops, I am so used to the Sims keys. I still make that same mistake. But when, like at different times, it'll still have like this very yellow hue and it drives me nuts. Right now it makes sense because it's sunrise. So as you can see, oops, sorry, just banged my teacup. It totally makes sense. Look at that pretty sky. Gosh, I love this game. It is so beautiful. Yeah, right now it makes sense and I don't mind it, but like, see how it's starting to whiten? In some angles in the interior, when you like, when you go to take a picture or like you zoom in on the Zois, it'll still have a weird yellow tint to it. And it bothers me to no end. Oh, maybe, honey, okay, she's gonna cook in her lingerie. Let's just make some eggs and toast. That cracks me up. She's just cooking in her lingerie with a big old bow on her butt. Okay, anyways. I don't know why it's that funny to me, but it really is. She really just wants to read. Like, all of her urges right now are reading. Alright, let's check on Ethan. Ethan is about to wake up as well. I'm gonna have him just kind of freshen up a little bit, take a shower, brush his teeth, and then I'll have him come and... Actually, showering should have him get into his regular clothes, I believe. There's a close-up of Ethan for Bex. He is very cute. He's actually a Zoe that I downloaded, but then tweaked slightly. And yeah, he's that's my type. Okay, come and eat a piece of that before you get ready for the day. She's clapping, she's celebrating. She's like, I made this. It's delicious, except it's bad quality. So we won't tell her though. I know, I know. Vivi is also gorgeous. Vivi I did make entirely. So their background, Vivi is from like a very affluent family, a very traditional type family. Her mom is Japanese and her father was Caucasian, is, and they weren't like, okay, they weren't like super, super well off, but compared to Ethan, they were. But coming from a traditional like Japanese family in that sense, her mother was very about like propriety and gracefulness, and she kind of fit like the stereotypical gender roles just because that is how she was raised in her culture. And her sister also followed in her mother's footsteps. So Vivi and her sister and her mom kind of always butt heads because Vivian is very stubborn and independent and strong-willed, and she did not really want to fit that role. She had her sights set higher for herself. She wants to be her own person, define her own roles. She wants to be independent. She doesn't want to rely on anybody, especially not a man. She wants to work in the corporate business world. She doesn't want to be like a stay-at-home mom or have like a traditional female job. So they really didn't get along that well in that way. And then in high school, Vivian met Ethan, and although her and her father typically got along, when he met Ethan, that changed a little bit. He was not supportive of her being with Ethan, only or mainly because he kind of had this baddie look to him. He dressed a little bit more gangster. He has a neck tattoo, and he knew that he came from a family that was known to be affiliated with crime, and so her father, feeling very protective, was like, this is not a good fit, don't do it, you could do better than this, I thought you were better than this, etc., etc. Little did he know, though, that Ethan really wasn't like that. He briefly was affiliated in crime, but he quickly realized that that's not the life that he wanted for himself. He just felt like he had to portray himself as such for survival reasons. So Ethan, on the flip side, came from a family that was very poor and grew up in a neighborhood where there was a lot of crime, especially gangs. He is the eldest in his family, and he kind of felt like he needed to establish himself as someone who couldn't be messed with purely for survival reasons. But deep down, kind of buried beneath that like tough exterior, Ethan is a huge softie. He's very sweet, very kind. He just wanted to build a life for himself away from all of that, but also, like I said, it came back to him feeling like in order for him to survive where he was living at the time, he needed to come off as this like bad guy. So he always portrayed himself on the exterior as such. But with Vivi, he's allowed to be himself and like not be this bad, tough gangster type guy. And Ethan is very like accepting and sweet and kind. He's a recluse, so he really likes to be on his own just because of the way he was raised and had to grow up with. So he just prefers to be on his own in the company of his like own home and in the safety of his own home, really. And so he just pursues, like, he encourages Vivian's choices and loves that Vivian is so independent and strong-headed and strong-willed, and he encourages that and he supports that, and she encourages him to just be who he is on the inside rather than continue to be this like gruff and tough dude that he doesn't want to be. No respects. And yeah, Rach, I totally understand like why her dad was concerned, but I think Vivian just got frustrated because he wouldn't even try and look past the exterior. He just immediately you know, branded him as someone who was going to be what he looked like on the outside. Do not start by like greeting your coworkers rudely. That's not a great idea. So yeah, now that they've graduated, they moved to Doan. Both of them felt like they needed to just get away from their own past lives. And they moved to Doan. They have massive debt because they are young and kind of dumb and wanted to live a life of comfort and luxury. So they have this gorgeous apartment in downtown Doan, which they're going to have to pay for. Ethan is working on crafting and eventually, hopefully, opening a store of his own. Yeah. And Vivian is here working for Adam Entertainment, which is like the entertainment industry, the K-pop idol industry. But she doesn't want to be a K-pop star. She wants to be the CEO of the company. So she wants to be in charge of hiring the talent and working with the talent and all of that kind of stuff. So it is her first day today. And we are going to start our day. So first off, we don't have our tasks yet because I think her day doesn't technically start until 9. Yeah. But she was going to come here and introduce herself informally or arrogantly, but we're going to greet our coworkers politely. This is Vivi. She don't care how she looks. She does. She's a fashionista a little bit, but she doesn't care if it's proper, quote unquote, which could pose a problem for her, but we'll see. So she's greeting her team lead, getting to know him a little bit. Because relationships with her coworkers are going to matter. So for her ambition, she actually we're at work with her. She's in an active career, so we'll be kind of jumping between her and Ethan to get Ethan's work kind of going and selling things and stuff, and then also working with Vivi. So her ambition is the next gen leader. So the first part is we just actually need to read self-help books, but that's okay. All right, there's our tasks for the day. So she needs to research trends and compliment a pop idol for their hard work. So to get her started, now that she has introduced herself to her team lead, we're going to come to her computer. You can see like it's labeled as hers, Vivian Thorne's computer, and she needs to research trends. So, oh honey, instead of running, which I know you do love, we are going to have her come and sit and work on her career task. Love it. So currently her position, let's just check where she's at. So right now she is just an employee. So she does administrative tasks, pop idol group strategy planning, and she is at the bottom. She makes 198 meow, I think it's called, a day. Her goal is to be the CEO. So we have to work our way up. This is how we track her progress towards team lead. So as you can see, she's starting at 0% towards that. As we complete her tasks, this will bump up and eventually we will get promoted to a team lead. And every day her tasks will change slightly. Some of them will be similar and other times we'll have meetings and stuff like that. Meanwhile, we'll also have to worry about her needs. Like I probably should have had her shower and use the bathroom before she came, but yeah. So once she's finished researching, I'm going to let her have a bathroom break. And while she's doing that, I'm going to quickly jump over to Ethan and see what he's up to. Aw. Vivian actually, apparently, on her way over to work, found some gems for Ethan, which is really quite handy because part of his aspiration is to cut some gems. So let's go and open that. She dropped them off before work or sent them over. And he should have made a Second pickaxe. Perfect. So we can sell that today as well. Why don't you put that away? Amazing. So, oh, we got a peridot. Or is it peridot? I don't know. It's placeable in the birthstone display case. Okay. I was just reading that. Okay. No. Pause. Goodness. Okay. Unlocked by completing part of the rare raw gem collection log. This light green rare gem is said to carry the spirit of nature. Oh, okay. I think we can cut those two. So let's come and cut a gem. I think we're gonna do an oval shape. Oh, just the one. Okay, so we're gonna cut the peridot I don't know how to say it, that was sent to us from our roommate currently, our best friend, who we share a bed with. It's totally platonic at this point. So story-wise, like backstory-wise, they would be dating. But I didn't want to cheat the romance. I kind of wanted to build it up and see how they got along romantically, which is why I have aging turned off right now. And unfortunately, it hasn't gone super easily. So yeah, we're dealing with that. But he does have to cut 3 gems anyways, so this is a stepping stone. So his ambition is a blacksmith. So he'll have to cut 3 gems, and then in his next step, he'll need to make some premium or jewel tools, achieve handiwork of level 6, and then of level 10, which is pretty cool. And like I said, his ultimate goal, I think, is to open up almost like a little hardware store kind of deal. Like, think like Home Depot kind of esque. I don't know what it's like in the UK there, but yeah. Yeah, exactly, Rach. I cheated up their friendship because I wasn't going to, but it would have just taken too long to build up their friendship and all of that. So I cheated up their friendship so that they could at least share a bed together. Oops, sorry, pulling my mic by accident. But I wanted the romance to kind of blossom organically, so. Yeah. Alright, so apparently we can display that in a display case, and I don't know if that's something we can purchase or if we have to unlock it. I'm not sure. It looks like maybe we have to unlock it somehow. That's a marble display table. That's a display case, but I don't think that is for the birthstone one. It does say that you can display 4 collectibles, but it doesn't say the birthstone, and it said we can display it on the birthstone display case. But I'm not seeing it. That's a book display. Accessory display cases. Let's see if I search birthstone. See, it doesn't come up. So I'm thinking that might be something that we need to unlock. So we'll just probably keep it in his... Wants to turn a jewel into decor. Okay, so apparently if we take this out, we can click on it and turn it into decor. Oh, it needs to be good quality. Okay, so we can actually sell that one, I guess, because it's not good quality. It's only a bad quality, I think. And so it needs to be a higher quality for us to make it into a display thing. Fair. All right, so how are his needs? His needs are pretty good. I think I'm going to send him out to the park again to do some collecting and then potentially some selling. I didn't do the research that I wanted to see about the custom furniture, because I would also ideally like him to sell some custom furniture as well, but I didn't quite get there. What did I miss? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna, while he runs to the park, we're gonna jump back to Miss Vivi. What are you doing? Not you trying to flirt with someone. Girl! She was meant to be researching trends and she decided to give up on that. So, you know. She just finished going to the bathroom. At least. So we'll send her back to her computer. Girl cannot be trusted on her own, clearly. The one thing I'm sad about with custom hair, so this is a custom hair, and it's gorgeous. It fits with the game very well, but the in-game hairs actually have physics. You can kind of see it on this girl here, which we might introduce ourselves. She's using that computer very skillfully. We love early access game glitches. But anyways, the in-game hairs actually have physics to them, which is pretty amazing. Some of the custom hairs also do, but this one obviously does not, because her, oh, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, so she's nearly done this, and then we need to compliment a pop idol for their hard work. So we'll probably do that. Are you done? No, girl. Keep going. And I'm just gonna hover over him. Okay, he made it to the park. So he can just kind of hang out there for a minute. But these junior... Okay, so... It's hard to tell. The first time I was kind of playing with this career, I was kind of confused as to like who is who. So anybody who says an employee, those are the people that work alongside Vivi. And then anybody who says like trainees, like junior trainee or rookie trainee, I think there's, yeah, senior trainee, those are the idols. So if we come to an idol, we can compliment them and that will satisfy our other work task here. And then I believe halfway through the day around lunchtime, we will get some more tasks once we finish these. The rest of the time will kind of be a free period-ish for her to fill her needs, like to get something to eat, to get to know her coworkers, that kind of thing. And usually in the afternoons, because I have played this briefly before, usually the afternoons there's meetings and stuff. Alright, so we got to compliment Jaeon. Oh man, I'm gonna say these wrong. I'm gonna let her just chat with her a little bit. See if we can make some friends outside of, you know, outside of Ethan. Honestly, someone has to say it. It's not about being agreeable, it's about getting things done. That is very Vivian core. Alright, so while she's getting to know people, I'm going to jump back over to Ethan. Oh, hello. Close up. Alright. So Ethan is chilling right now. He doesn't like being out. He really doesn't. It's nerve-wracking for him. But it's fine. He'll be fine. We're going to collect some materials because we do want to make some higher quality tools in the future. And to do that, we need more materials. You can also purchase these materials around at the restore, but I would like to try and save our money and like collect them rather than purchasing them. And And as his skill goes up, it'll be easier for him to get different materials and that kind of thing too. It's kind of like a collecting skill. All right. We observed this, but there is a way, I swear, if you observe things enough, I think you can actually collect them, but he might need a higher skill. Yeah, so he's got like this collecting skill. The higher your gathering skill, the more efficiently you can use tools. So I don't know if that means that we can potentially collect those things that for right now we're just kind of stuck observing, or what. I have not done too much in this area of the game. I've focused quite a lot on just like careers and like typical careers and oh, I'm losing my train of thought. And gardening. I've really enjoyed the gardening aspect of it. So I haven't done too much with collecting or crafting or even active business, and I've not ran a single business yet. So I'm excited to get into the business side of things. Because it is very Sims 2 style business running, and I'm super excited for it. All right, it looks like we're getting quite a few just ordinary rocks, which is fine because we will need those, but it would be nice to get some more gems as well. But so far, it seems our luck is focused mainly on materials. Okay, I'm gonna let him dig up a few more things and I'm gonna queue them up, and then I'm gonna head back over to Vivian and make sure she's not flirting with random people or insulting random people, because that would not be super ideal. Okay. Aw, good girl. She's actually researching trends all by herself. Seeing someone work hard to achieve their dream is truly inspiring. Aw, that's cute. She had an enjoyable conversation with that idol, which is cute. Jaeyoon? Jaeyoon? Oh man, I need to learn how. Laughed at every joke I told, which was both embarrassing and rewarding. Aw, cute. Okay. So she's definitely met some people. This is her team lead that she kind of met. But it looks like she's doing fairly well. It's nearly lunchtime, so I might actually have her come and get something to eat before it switches us over to the afternoon tasks. So, let's do bibimbap. I'm so bad at these Korean words and I feel horrible. But we're gonna have her do that. And maybe drink a coffee because she's a coffee lover. And then that will set her up for a little while. Poor girl is going to be in desperate need of a shower when she gets home. I think there are, oh, not at this one. I thought there were lockers. There are, but they're not functional. So in some of the active careers, there are lockers that you can change into a uniform, but clearly there's not actually a uniform for this career, which is very ideal for our miss. Yeah, I swear I clicked on that. Oh, did you really? He's chilling again. Did you really? I don't think you mined all the things that I asked you to mine, honey. I think he gave me a big old nope to all of these mining spots that I queued up for him, which is kind of rude for him, or of him. Because, boy, we need these things. Oh, I'm grateful for every moment I've spent with you. I never forget the times we spent together. What were the chances we met in this lifetime? It's amazing. Oh, you two, that's so cute. He texted her over her lunch hour. Wrong, she texted him over her lunch hour. Okay, you've relaxed enough. Can you please? Why are you moved? From reading a parenting book. Interesting. I think he wants to become a dad, y'all, because he is reading a parenting book. And actually, I'm pretty sure Vivi was reading a parenting book the other day as well. He's getting a whole lot of rocks. I want, like, copper and gems, but he's just getting a whole lot of rocks. This music is very epic. I might have to see if I can find a different playset that's a little bit more chill. This one's not bad. How are your needs? He's getting kind of hungry, so I'm going to let him do that. And then across the way on the other side of the park, there are food stands and things. So, this is coffee only, I think. Yeah. But we could get... Ooh, a bibimbap is the same as our girlfriend, unofficial girlfriend. There's musicians and painters and just randos, and it's wonderful. So he's going to do that, and then he's going to head over and get some lunch before we set up his market stand, which we bought specifically for him, but, you know, anybody could technically use. But before he finishes, I'm going to have him just check for more twigs, because those will also be needed for crafting in the future. Okay, I think I got those ones, but we can do another swoop around after we sell some stuff, because for the afternoon I think I want him to focus on setting up his market stall and making a little bit of money. Back at Vivi, she is having her coffee. Oh, this is so cute. He's texting her saying, "The time I spend with you always stays with me. How about you? I can never forget the times we spent together." So sweet. So everybody's having their lunch. She's just had her coffee and her lunch. I'm gonna let her use the bathroom again. And then in here, that's the male's bathroom. Where's the sink at? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna have her wash her face and just kind of splash some water on her face to kind of boost her hygiene just a little bit. And then her tasks have not reset yet, so what I might do is maybe introduce ourselves to this team lead. I think she would maintain a pretty, like, polite, professional relationship with a lot... Oh, there we go. We did get a new task. So rather than interrupt her lunch, I will send her over here to build a debut strategy. This girl is talented, y'all. She was sitting on, like, not even on the chair properly and using her laptop, and now she's standing and eating from a bowl that is about a foot away from her. Oh, he's talented too. These junior trainees, they're built different, y'all. Okay. So that will hopefully have... Yeah, it boosted her hygiene quite a bit, which is nice. And then, yeah, so she's gonna go and work on that, which means I can jump back over to our man. He's having his lunch. I really do love the pacing in this game. Sometimes the 96-hour days can feel a little bit too long, but when you're playing more than one Zoi, it's so well balanced because you can kind of give everybody a bit of your attention throughout the day. And this is only the second longest. Like, if you really wanted to, Oh, why is my... There we go. If you really wanted to, okay, 48 is now the default, which used to be the shortest one. It used to be 96 as default. I still play on the 96 because I just find that it's balanced. But you could literally have 24-hour Zoi days if you wanted to, which is something else. Let me just say that. I don't know, like, a part of me wants to give it a go with a save just to, like, see how their needs react and, like, how you can pace things. But imagine playing a Zoi day synced up with your own day, because it's supposed to be 24 hours. Like, those hours are real life hours. They're not Zoi hours. So, like, an hour in game is an hour of real time with that setting, which is just absolutely nuts. If people play on that, I'm in awe. Oh, you want to drink a coffee? All right, dude, you can get a coffee. I thought that was a Vivi thing, but you're more than welcome to join her on that. And I mean, the other thing with those hours is that that's assuming that you're playing consistently on the slowest speed. Why are you going in the subway station, buddy? You have to take a subway to go across... Yo. He's taking a subway train, right? To get to this. He literally went... Okay, I'm just gonna assume that he just went underground rather than walking above ground. Because if he had to take a train to go across the park... That is true, Rachel. That could be pretty cool. To, like, time it so that you guys sleep at the same time and wake up together. That would be pretty interesting. Alright, we are going to select some items to sell after he gets his coffee. I'm going to just go and check on Vivian. She's working diligently. Oh, he's actually kind of close to her, I think. I'll have to check that out, but let's get some pictures. My girl on her first day of work. Oh. Bex, this is kind of like the yellowy tint that I was telling you about. Yeah, I think it would be too. The issue, though, changing your game speed time can kind of mess with the needs. So you don't want to do that too often. Or the needs and the aging. Like, it can kind of throw things off a little bit. So, yeah, she wanted to take a break. She wants to greet someone energetically, so I'll let her do that. I haven't seen the fuzziness that we were talking about yesterday. A little bit in their hair, but not too bad. But yeah, that's like can you see like the yellowy... Oops. These keys can be so weird because of my mouse. Stop that. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's like the weird little... Oh my gosh, she's such a genius. She's going back to her work all by herself. But yeah, that's the yellowy tint that I'm annoyed with from time to time. I think he gave up on choosing items to sell because I wasn't there. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. So he's sitting here chilling, drinking his coffee. But you don't, like... This is the thing, like, you can't really see the yellowiness when you're out and about. It's literally outdoor, like, indoors. It's the indoor lighting is kind of wonky, because you don't see it as much outside. A little bit, but not too bad. That being said, I do currently have my reshade on. This is the game without reshade. And this is with. I do have my reshade preset to kind of brighten it a little bit. So that does add to, like, the natural yellowy tint that is in the game. It just like brightens it a little bit, so it makes it a little bit more intense. He's nervous. He hates being outside, y'all. He hates being away from his house. Boy, you can do it. You'll be fine. My big old teddy bear. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna speed up his coffee drinking a little bit, and then I'm gonna have him come pop over here again. Alright, oh, not place on stand. No. What are you doing, boy? What is going on here? Buddy-o. Throw out your coffee, please. Oh, that singing is something else. Okay, now, come and select items to sell, please. We are going to sell this, and this. Oh, can we not? Weird. We can't select more than one. Okay, so we made this for 200, so we're going to sell it for 210. At least. We're setting the bar low. I'm going to get him to come over here before we do anything else, because I believe people can actually steal these. So can you just pop over here, please? I'm not too worried about Vivi. She's doing an absolute fantastic job over there on her own for right now. Come on. There he is. Okay. Let's sell this jewel. You know, it was free, so we can sell it for 100 meow. That's fine. We're going to select some more. Let's sell this pickaxe. Again, we made it for 200, so we're going to go 210. And we will sell the fishing rod again for 210. I love the way that this is all set up. It just makes me laugh. Okay, and I think we might be able to sell one of these. I think we're going to hang on to them for now. Okay, so we're just going to open for sales. And we're going to see if he can make some money. It's earlier in the day, so no, boy. No, don't. You can buy a lottery ticket maybe later. Let's come attract some customers. It's earlier in the day than we did yesterday, so hopefully we have a little bit better luck attracting some customers and making some sales today. It's also not raining, and I'm pretty sure we started our sales yesterday in the rain, so fingers crossed. We may have to try another location, like I can edit and put it down another market stall, like on the beach or like in a main park area, like different locations just to see how they do. We can also buy our own, I think, but we'll try that. Come here, please. No, don't wander. Okay, so we got a customer here. Nope, she is walking by. She's looking at the flowers. But we're gonna watch her stand. I'm just gonna quickly jump to Vivi and see how she's doing. She finished her task. She's just kind of sitting and relaxing, taking a break. Her schedule time, I believe, ends at 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Oh, dang, girl. Okay. So she's doing pretty good, though. She's met a coworker. All right. She is doing fairly well. Why don't you check your smartphone? Actually, she wanted to read the newspaper, so I'll let her do that. And then, where is it? Check your smartphone. She's on break. I don't know if there's a bookcase that we can just do some reading for. Doesn't look like it, which is a little bit upsetting. Can I edit that? I can't. This is not a building I could edit, unfortunately. Are these? Okay, there we go. She wants to do some reading. And I'm honestly wondering, let's do rhetoric and let her do like some productive quote-unquote reading. Okay, we're really not getting any customers. Dance. Dance, Ethan, dance. Promote people. Come on. This makes my day. Oh look, it worked. Why does that just tickle me? Greet your customer. That's way too expensive? No, it's not. What do you mean? Okay, dance. Do some more dancing. It worked. It just makes me so giddy watching this big old man dancing. Look at, there's another one. Greet her. Greet them, greet them. Not look around. Greet your customer. Not bad for the price. Yeah, that's right. No, don't be rude. Don't be rude. Why is this not working? Promote. He has literally not sold a single thing. And it's really annoying. Okay, who's this girl? Natsuko? Come back. Come back. You said it was not bad for the price. Come back. Come over here. Don't flirt with people. There is like a weird, it's a little bit of a glitch where the Zois will randomly greet people in a little bit of a, oh, we just got something. Heck yes. Did you just see that? That is so cute. This little teen. Oh, that is so cute. If you could see my face right now. This little teen came up and literally just donated $1,000. Not even purchased anything, but, and then his message, you've got this. Here's a little gift. Oh. What do you mean? Can you, like... I just want to pretend that we're thanking him. Like, what? Thank you? Stop! That is so cute. Alright, get back to promoting. We need to sell some stuff. Yeah, like, just out of nowhere. Just decided to, like, support this little man. I mean, big man. That is so sweet. Dude, watch the pool. Jeepers. Gosh, I love life sim glitches. They just make me laugh so hard. Promote, and then dance. And then try and attract some customers. Too far away. Dance, boy, dance. Shake it. Shake it. If you could see me, I'm dancing with him. Shake it. Get it, boy. Get it. Say hello. Come check out my wares. I worked really hard on these. Come here. Come here. Check them out. Yeah, over here. He just did a booty slap. I love it. Okay, let's try this one. You come? Target group too far away. Okay, try and attract someone else. Stop looking at your phone. Let's try Donnie. Too far away. Who is this? Joan Yoon. This is not going well. Aside from our random $1,000 donation, we're struggling a little bit. Okay, everybody's just too far away, which is unfair. What about Juha? Juha. No, stop. Give me a tractor over here. Give me, yes. Try and get her over here. She's currently engaged in another activity. Well, that's annoying. Okay, promote. Call people over. What's your inner thought right now? Honestly, I'm not one for hiding things, but maybe I should just let everyone else handle their own lives for once. He's like, maybe this is not the way to do things. Try and get people over here. Fine. God. Oh, she's attending a meeting all by herself. She's about to leave the meeting. No. Oh gosh, what is going on? I thought you were supposed to be in this meeting. Come on. Alright, this was a little bit harder than I anticipated, but she's in this meeting with an employee. I don't know what happened to the rest of them, but it's fine. She'll just, you know, sit with this wonderful man who is as talented on the laptop as the other people. And how are your needs? Not bad. Okay, meeting's over. Cool. Or not. I think people are coming, so I'm just gonna let her sit and then maybe chat with somebody. And then maybe go get a coffee. Because our girl do love coffee. Oh. He ditched his sales. Girl, I mean, boy, there's someone there. Go. He ditched his sales to work out. These Zois can't be trusted. Dude, you're too far away. What do you mean? Go watch your stand. Lord. Look, someone can jip you. They can steal it. Go. No, dude, this is a customer. Go greet him. Greet him. And then promote. And then watch your stand. We really need to make some kind of sale. We've sold literally nothing. Oh, he left. Love that. There's my favorite echolalia word. Literally. I don't know if Bex is listening still. But we were talking about our ADHD stims and our favorite words. And my favorite English word is literally. But I have to say it like that. Oh, sorry, Mike. Oh, sorry, I'm shuffling and making noises. I almost said the other one, Bex, but I don't want to because I don't want to start it. 1 hour remaining and we still have no sales. Literally. Hello, autism. I see you. Can we, like, if I click on... No, I just cancel. I thought maybe if I, like, Oh, hello. Would you like to buy? Can you please purchase something? We have lovely wares. Oh. are you purchasing something? Are you going to bargain? Yes, you're going to bargain, aren't you? Could you please knock off... Why am I talking like that? Okay, hi there. This really caught my eye. Any chance you could give us a little discount? Sure. We've not sold anything. So, yes, if you want a discount. This be busted. She asked us for a discount and she's just piecing out. What the... It's fine. We're fine. Everything is okay. We're gonna dance. Okay, I'm gonna go check on Missy. Oh, you know what? She's almost done. She's chatting with her team lead, and it seems to be going well because we haven't had... Yeah, it felt like we grew even closer, which was nice. I know, it's very dangerous, and he's standing right over it / in it. If anybody decided to be a little naughty, they could just like tip it, and you know, his jewels would be hurting. Wants to make an impulse purchase. I swear Vivi has ADHD. Just gonna throw that out there. She's giving me little signals. Yes, dance and shake it and shake it, and we're moving and we're grooving. Hello, Shinlu. Shinlu, can you please purchase something? Please, you would be our first lovely sale of the day. Why? Why? Or are you gonna try and bargain too and then just disappear on me? No. Hey, boy. Greet customers. Promote. Can you promote? I keep forgetting where to click. Please. Please, Mayun. I really need to work on my Korean pronunciation of names. Oh, that's another word, Bex. Pronunciation. 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 All right. Oh, this seems to be going well. Yeah. You like it? You purchase. Please. I literally just smacked my hand to my forehead because I am disappointed. He has not been able to sell a single thing. At this rate, I could sell these things in his inventory and make more money than this. Which honestly, if it keeps up this way, we may just have to do it. Apparently, you should be able to sell things at the restore. Remember how I went there and I was like, oh, you can't sell them, you can only purchase them? Apparently, you should be able to sell them. So I may have done something incorrectly, and I might look in the guide to see if we can fix that, or if I can figure it out. We're running out of time here. Would you like to purchase something before my sales close? It closed. We've made 0 mu. We love that. Don't go home. Okay, what I'm gonna do with Ethan before he meets Vivi at home, because Vivi's workday just ended. She had a really good day. She's drinking her coffee and talking still. If we look at her career progress, it has come up quite a bit for the first day, which is pretty awesome. So we should be getting pretty close to promotion. Maybe by the end of the week, we will be able to get her promoted to a team lead, which would be pretty awesome. Now, in other careers, when they come home, they will have work tasks. But in the active careers, because they have work tasks the entire day, they don't have tasks to do at home, which is kind of nice. So it's a balance that way. But yeah, so we're gonna go with Ethan now. While Vivi kind of wraps up her day and heads home, we're gonna go with Ethan to the resale store, and I'm gonna see if there is a way for me to sell things there rather than these stands that don't seem to be working. We might have to try at another location and see if that's the issue. Making money. Resale store. Okay, at each city's resale store, your Zoi can turn in items they've gathered through farming, fishing, or mining based on current market prices. Okay, with a bit of luck, you might land a high-value deal. The store upgrades over time depending on your Zoi's actions. Whoa, along with their relationship with the shopkeeper. As it levels up, new inventions will appear. What? That is pretty amazing. Okay, so we're gonna head over there. I'm gonna let him run there. We're gonna get there as fast as we can. And I'm thinking maybe I just didn't have the things in my inventory that we needed. Maybe she won't buy the tools, but she can buy the minerals and stuff. I'm not totally sure. We'll see when we get there. And we can introduce ourselves to her a little bit because apparently our relationship matters. It said as our relationship goes up as well, so we can chat with her a bit. Oh, it's a different person, I think. Okay, well, let's ask about the store. Oops, I forgot I have it controlling here. That's fine, I'll fix that. Ask about the store. Oh my gosh, okay, stop. Where are you going? Hey, hey, lady. Don't go anywhere. What's your name? Alice. Sorry, I shouldn't call you lady. Ask about the store. Make a delivery. Ask about invention. We'll just kind of talk with her a little bit. Okay, yeah. So we can't sell the tools, which is unfortunate, but we can sell, like, the materials that we collect. So we could sell this mica mineral and the jewel. So let's sell that. Regular price, market price. Okay, so we're selling it for $6, which is not great. Okay, let's chat with her a little bit. And then perhaps, oh, he's sitting on, oh, it looked like he was sitting on a table, but it's technically a bench. Let's chat with her a little while, and then we will make a delivery and sell the jewel. Oh, she's working on an invention. Interesting. So he also met some people today just by them, like, coming by the little stand, and he was, like, randomly introducing himself to some people. But I would like to see his relationship with Alice. Which doesn't even seem like it's on here, which is interesting. Okay. Oh, Vivi's home, so I'm gonna wrap this up and then we'll head on home. I swear, some of these Zois are just so pretty. Okay, we'll just make this delivery and then send him home because I would like to also work on their relationship. What's cool is I think, oh no, ooh, carefree capsule. You selling? She's selling like the naughty kind of medicine. Boy, can you please fill it? Why are you coming way over here to do this? I'm very confused. So the developers do also have intention to ooh, 84. Okay. The developers do have intentions of like filling a lot more of these buildings too, so that it's not just like empty shells. Like currently we have a lot of just shells around, and there still will be some, but they have full intention of putting like a lot more different kinds of buildings in these shells In the world currently, there are things like theaters and grocery stores and things like that. The grocery stores are fully functional, but the theaters are not quite functional yet, and they do have, I mean, they function, but not the way that they want them to. They want them to work like an actual theater, and currently they don't. But they do have intentions to do that. And there's hotels, there's like the hospital, which again will be a lot more functional. The schools, for example, are currently, we have the lights off, let's turn them on, are currently rabbit holes, but they do have intentions of opening them up so that they are like active schools, kind of like the workplace that we just went to. And the other thing is that currently they are all in one. So the elementary, middle school, high school, and the university or college are all in one building. And they also have intentions of splitting them up so that there will be like multiple campuses for each grade level. So they have a lot of plans in place, which is pretty awesome. And just the way that it is now is pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. I am fully in love with this game and have high hopes for the future because I can see a ton of potential. I'm just worried. I am a little bit worried that people won't give it the chance that it deserves and it will suffer because of that, but we shall see. Put that back in the fridge. Your girl is making dinner. So use the bathroom, and then I'm going to let him take a quick shower. He took a shower this morning, but he's been outside all day working out and dancing and all of those things. There are so many plans, Rachel, like so many, and it's all good things. Like pets are fully coming eventually. Right now you can see cats and dogs and even pandas and fox and all like different animals. I'll show you that in a minute around the town, and you can interact with them, like give them treats and pet them and stuff, but you can't own them yet. They're more like objects rather than characters at the moment, but it's always been their intention to fully integrate them into the story. Their life stages, they also have kind of like the building blocks for their life stages, but they want to expand on them even further, so they have plans with that. Currently, they have 6 life stages, I think. So they have a newborn, which is kind of like Sims 4 newborns at the moment, where they're kind of locked in the crib, which is unfortunate, but they do have plans to improve on them. Then they have toddlers, which are kind of like the Sims 4 infants a little bit. And again, they plan on expanding on that. And then they have children, which I'm honestly kind of hoping that they might add infants. So it would be like newborn, infant, toddler, and then child. So it's a little bit more gradual there, but we shall see. And then then they have children, and then they have adolescent, which is like preteen, obviously another word for that. And then they have teenagers. Then they have young adults. So wait, how many is that? Newborn, toddler, child, adolescent, teen. So that's already 5. So they actually have more than that. Then they have young adult, which is 6. And then they have young adult, middle-aged, and then senior. So they actually have 9 life stages. And the aging, although it's like an age up scenario, it is very gradual in the Zois themselves. They don't just like pop. The biggest jump is from toddler to child and then child to teen. Other than that, the aging is actually quite gradual. And it's really beautifully done, but they do have like intentions of improving and adjusting them. I know that in the next big update that's coming, they're going to adjust the newborns so that they look slightly less like toddlers, because at the moment, newborns and toddlers look exactly the same. One is just kind of stuck in the crib and the other is able to freely move. But they do have intentions of adjusting that slightly. Yes, exactly. What are some of their other like big intentions that I can tell you about that I know of? They are working heavily on bringing bikes and strollers into the game. The issue that they have currently with bikes and strollers are that the routing is a little bit wonky, so they're having issues with like collisions and like clipping. So they're working on those two things. They currently have the emotion system. So as you can see, Vivi right now is feeling fine. And then she also has these emotions kind of on the side. She's kind of feeling more neutral though, because these are not as powerful. Whereas Ethan is still kind of nervous from being out all day. They are working on improving that more so that it affects like how they interact and react to certain things a little bit more, and like the balancing of emotions. I'm trying to think of what else they are trying to improve. The travel system. I know that they're working on that as well. I was talking about that in yesterday's stream, how currently we can kind of visit the other worlds. And right now it's very much... You did drink coffee. Sorry. Right now it's very much like you go and there's not like a limit to your vacation and you could stay there perpetually, but you don't actually move because it doesn't recognize it as you have moved. So you will own property in your original world and you will also own property in the current world that you're in. They're working on adjusting that so that you can choose between like a vacation time and having to return eventually, or actually moving so that it's a little bit different that way. They're also working on expanding careers. Right now, oops, I didn't mean to actually do that, sorry. Right now, all of the careers have 3 tiers, or most of them. All of them that I've played, I believe, have 3 tiers in their careers. So like I'll show you on Vivi. The pyramid tier, they all have like 3 steps. Everyone that I've played. I think I might have seen one with 4. Potentially, but for the most part they have 3. They're working on improving that and also like adjusting how easy or difficult it is to advance in your career. I think they want to add more like skill progression and stuff with that as well, like kind of like sim style where you have to have like certain skills or whatever to improve. There's just a lot. There's so much that they're working on and that is in development. And this year, 2026, their plan has been to focus less on like adding new content and focus more on improving the content that's already in the game, which I value a lot, because basically what they are hoping to do, I think, the game plan is to improve what they currently have in game so that they can fully release the game in a stable way and have everything kind of where they would like in terms of what's already in the game, so that they can release full access and then continue to add content later on. But I could be wrong. They could be keeping it in early access for a while, even after they've done this year of like, they call it fundamentals first, so they want to keep building their foundation and what's already there before they release it. Yeah, I'm super excited. There is so much potential. My biggest thing is obviously stability still needs to be improved. Not everybody is not everybody is even able to play the game as it is. So they're working on improving stability as well, lowering the expectations for like lower end computers. So they want to kind of lower the settings and stuff so that more people can access it. And also just like make sure the animations are all fleshed out and that kind of stuff. But honestly, this game has always had a lot of potential, but as time goes on, I've seen even more, and I'm really excited for it. Anyways, back to what's going on. Ethan is about to try and express his attraction to Vivian again, but it's that was like an autonomous thing. Like, so sometimes you see these emotions, if you click on them, it like kind of selects a random interaction based on like whatever they're feeling. So it can kind of, these things kind of randomize based on like their relationship with the person they're interacting with, but also like the emotions they're feeling. And I clicked on a thumbs up one and it was like compliment or express attraction. So it was kind of random. Ethan. He says, I hope I didn't come off too blunt, but I just needed to be honest with her. And it didn't go well again. Okay, smooth sailing with Ethan. That's a win. It's all about the right moves. And honestly, I've got more important things to strategize about than what people think. I mean, I get it, but like, come on, guys. I need a romance here. Okay, let's try and slow it down a little bit more. Let's try and really just focus on being... See, he wants to flirt with her. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see. The other thing that I know and I hope that they're still working on is kind of like syncing the mouths with what they're saying and expressing, because if you look, like Ethan's talking right now and his mouth moves a little bit, but sometimes it gets that glitch where it stays and it's like he's trying to say something but he's just kind of stone-faced. So I know that they're working on those things as well. All right, so far that was nice. It's good to know I'm not the only one who appreciates a little guidance. It feels good to know I can be trusted and seen for who I am, even if sometimes I let myself get a little too absorbed in the details. Guys, I love them so much. All right, he's going to try and like far-fetched flirt with her, I guess. Let's see how that goes. I think she's enjoying that more. Yeah, okay. She liked that more. Let's talk about her goals. She's definitely like a goals person. Try and compliment her appearance. Say you'll be on their side, and then maybe throw in another little cheeky flirt and see how this goes. I'm not one for softness, but maybe this moment will finally get me closer to my dream. Oh, so cute. And it's true. Vivi is very much like a hard ass. She, it's kind of funny. They're opposite. Vivian definitely has like, well, not opposite, I wouldn't say. Like Vivi's exterior, like how she presents herself is exactly who she is on the inside. Whereas Ethan has this like really hard exterior, but like a very soft interior. So it's kind of conflicting that way. So we'll see if it will show a little bit more in the game. And when you edit their InZoi info, like this stuff, it does kind of affect how they react to things and what they think about certain things. So it could be that the flirting isn't going too well because they're both a little bit, based on the characters that I've created for them, they're both a little bit resistant to that like softness. So that could be why. She deserves a little encouragement. Oh, but I don't need to be the one to tell her she's doing well. Let her take the credit for it. I love it. The InZoi feature is just amazing. Like, their characters are coming off exactly how I wanted them to be. I just want to take a picture. There's that yellowy lighting again, and it is from this lighting. But yeah, it's not my favorite. Oops, I keep doing that. I always hit tab because that's the like UI thing in Sims, and so I'm used to hitting tab to like hide and display the UI. But tab in this game actually like changes between how you control the camera, whether you're controlling the Zoi in first person or not. So I keep doing that, and then it messes things up for me. Oh, I think that flirt went well as well. Amazing. Talk about synergy. Seek dating advice. Actually, I don't really think he would do that. Let's see. Let's take a selfie together. You don't mind it here? I think my thing is like outside, it's so crystal clear, but inside, even without being in that room, there's just like a natural yellowy tint to everything, and it kind of bothers me a little bit because it changes how they look. Like, Vivian looks so orange. And so does Ethan, and it bothers me a little bit, but it's fine. They are aware of that, and they're working on it. I do kind of want to see their profile card, like how they're feeling. Okay, so moved too quickly, and then was convinced the topic wasn't all that engaging, but laughter still slipped out before I even realized, was it really that fun? So this is like Ethan's view on Vivian. Bonded through shared laughter and conversation, still hoping for an even stronger connection. That's so cute. Felt our relationship wasn't quite there yet and had no choice but to keep some distance. So he's kind of holding back a little bit. Wrapped up in the safest, most ordinary conversation. The thought lingered that next time we needed to find more engaging topics. Okay. And then shared a deeply insightful discussion. So he wanted to go deeper. He did that, and that helps confirm things for him. So that's kind of sweet. How is she feeling about him? Okay. So, marked by nothing particularly special. The time spent face-to-face felt satisfying enough, felt pressured. So she was feeling a little bit pressured, and then she moved too quickly, and he reacted coldly. Defined by its plain and uneventful nature, the conversation felt like something that would soon be forgotten. So she's not really like, she wasn't really feeling it. He wasn't really feeling it either, but her reaction was a little bit more like negative, I guess, whereas he was like, this is all right, but I want to go deeper. She was kind of like, this is kind of But then she gets surprised by a deep conversation about her own concerns, and then that made her appreciate their relationship or partnership. And now she's touched by the little moments of consideration. The time spent made them feel even more endearing. That's so cute. Yeah, it totally does, Rachel. It definitely does. I love this relationship log thing. It is just amazing because you can see how each person is taking every relationship. They're working on developing this more too, because like, for example, if you go into somebody that they don't have like as strong of a relationship and information on, their first impressions and like general sense of people can be quite basic, like not super individualized. So I know that they're looking on improving this, and also the memory system. They're improving that. A lot of people in the Discord are pushing for like a very Sims 2-esque memory system. So we'll see if that comes into play. All right, they're going to take a selfie together because they're cuties. Oh, the animation kind of glitched out there. We'll try again. Okay. I have noticed a few more like actual glitches. Oh, so cute. Oops, again I hit tab. In terms of like animations, I've noticed a few more since the most recent updates. So I'm hoping that does improve again. I feel like I was getting less animation glitches in past updates or in past versions of the game. And then with some newer updates, it's been a little different that way. But even the developer said like with this genre of game, they're like, they fix one thing and another thing breaks. So I know that they're kind of struggling with like trying to figure out which animations they need to fix and how to fix them without breaking other things. So I know they're kind of playing with that, but yeah. Which, as simmers, I'm sure a lot of us understand and have experienced. But okay, that was cute. He's gonna praise her. I don't think we should express attraction. I feel like they're both the kind of people that just value, oh, this is cute, that they value more about each other's personality than like physical appearance. Ethan's thought is, I hope she sees I care, even if I'm not always the one who actually gets things done. Oh, it's oddly satisfying to be in the spotlight and not have to explain myself. They're so cute. Okay, keep going. Hopefully they're gonna just wrap this up because it is getting late and I don't want to push it too far because Vivi does have work again and we do want to potentially have Ethan maybe go to another location and see if we can do some sales of his tools easier at another location. But he is going to try and flirt a little bit. He's been wanting to. I think they both have. It's just been a little tricky. So he's going to say that he wants to get to know her better instead of attraction. And that appears to be going much better. But it is not really giving them a romance, which is very interesting. I'm going to do it again. Like, the romance options are just not coming. I'm not used to that. I feel like it's come a lot more organically between people before. aka Zoi's before, and it's not coming as quickly as I thought it would with them. Like, it's coming, but it's low going. Like, they don't have very many options here. I'm going to talk about synergy, and then I'm just going to have them work on their needs and get ready for bed, because it's already almost 10:30. No, Bex, I have nothing that's in terms of romance. And all of my mods are working. The only one that doesn't seem to be working... No, actually, no. All of them are working now. I had to update it one. But the game does a really well... Like, the game system, it does a really good job of notifying you if any of your mods are out of date. And all of mine are good. Alright, apparently something like an interaction didn't go too well, but we're gonna just wrap things up. He's gonna go and use the bathroom and get ready for bed. Vivian, she's honestly pretty much ready, so I'm just gonna have her use this bathroom here. Oops. And then she's gonna head to bed as well, because she is feeling it. Yeah, her urge. She's like, I need to sleep. Enough of this conversation. Get me to bed. Fair enough, love. Fair enough. And before he goes to bed, I'm gonna have him turn out the lights. That is another feature they're working on, is auto lights. I'm not sure how I feel about the way that they want to do it. They just want to do it where... Like, you know how in the Sims games you can toggle auto lights, and so when Sims go to sleep, they all turn off? That's basically what they want to do, but it would be like by default. When the whole household is asleep, the lights go off. But I personally would love to see something integrated to make it like a little bit more specific. Like, instead of all of the lights, maybe just the bedroom goes out. Or if you could set specific lights to not turn off just because the Zois are asleep. I would really like to see something like that, where it's just a little bit more adjustable, but we'll see. I'm constantly in their Discord when they release like updates and development So K-Jun, the main developer, he releases like a little vlog type thing every week about the features that they've been working on. And I always try and comment in the Discord about like what I'm loving from the game so far, any bugs that I've noticed, and also like comment on the features that they've been working on and how I would like to see them. So I'm constantly in the Discord reading what other people are suggesting and looking for, and what my suggestions and interests are as well, because I'm just very invested in this game. I really see the potential of it. Yeah, exactly, Rachel. That's kind of what I would like to see. Like, rather than only turning off when the whole household goes to sleep, it would be cool to have it set so that, like, if the parents go to sleep, then their bedroom turns off. And the kids go to sleep, their bedroom goes off. And then if everybody's asleep, then yeah, maybe all of the lights go asleep. Like, it would be cool to toggle certain things. But then I would also like, for like, if you have a nursery or if you have a kid's room, if there's like night lights, that you can opt out of that so that they stay on regardless of who's sleeping and who's not. And currently you can kind of do that, but the Zoe has to do it. So I can turn on a single light, I can turn off the single light, but it's an interaction the Zoe has to complete. So it would be cool for it to kind of also have a setting where you can toggle it for autonomy. Anyways, guys, we just finished the day. I'm not ending stream, but I am going to take a quick break because I just want to get some more tea and use the bathroom very quickly. So I will be back in about 5 minutes tops. All right? Take a break, stretch, get a snack. I'll be back soon. Back. I just got myself some tea. I'm ready to sit down again. I am oddly still cold. I have not fully warmed up yet, which is very odd for me because I usually am the kind of person that like runs warm. Oh, Rachel, if you would like to jump over there, that's totally fine. I get it. It's like buses. We pass each other. Alright. While we return, I actually wanted to jump in and show you a little bit about like the city editing. So you can go into city appearance and you can adjust some pretty cool things. So you can set the weather. I think this is more for like storytelling purposes, because if you set the weather like this, it's a visual thing. It doesn't actually impact them, but like the actual weather in game that changes does impact your Zois. It's just different like this way. Oh, I got you. You can actually edit the billboards. So you can set the billboards to say different things, and cycle through things if you want to. The other thing is, that is a kind of cute feature, is you can actually upload your own video to have video or picture to have playing on the billboards. So if I wanted to, I could literally add a couple of things. Like, I know you guys can't see what I'm choosing, but I'll show you in a minute. There you go. So like I chose 3 pictures from one of my families, and they're wedding photos of just like another one of my families, and you can have those up on the billboard. You can do the same thing for like any pictures or artwork in the game. You can edit them, and like I said, you could also edit upload a video, and so it'll play on a loop on the billboards around your town. I actually saw this one creator who uploaded their own like InZoi review video so that on the billboards around town it was like their own media playing, which was pretty funny, pretty cute. But yeah, so you could do that. You can also edit the way that the trees look. So if you want like maple trees or palm trees, you can literally choose any of these. I love the cherry trees, so I might swap over to the cherry trees. You can change the random vegetation around town. I love to put the Westringia on because it's just so pretty and sparkly. You can add decorations. So in the parks and in other areas, you can add different decorations here. I hope they add to this as well, like different varieties. But these are like balloons, so you can add like a cat and a panda balloon, and maybe Earth, for example. You can have 3. and you can set the frequency of when they appear. So I'm just going to set them to like lower so that you can see them here and there, but it's not going to be frequent. And then this is what I was talking about earlier, is you can set the different animals that appear in your town. So currently we have cats, but you can also have pandas and deer and raccoons and squirrels and foxes and crocodiles, as well as dogs. So I'm going to set cats, dogs, and pandas around town, and I'm going to up that a little bit. And then you have special effects. These things happen here and there. So there's, I think, butterflies, drones, lamps, fireworks, fireflies, falling stars, and auroras. I think I'm going to add butterflies, fireworks, and falling stars. And I'm going to set this to like somewhere in the middle. Yeah, because so Bliss Bay is very like LA inspired, in like California, LA-ish inspired. And also the Kahaya, which is Indonesian. Those kinds of animals could just, be there. So, never know. And then you can also adjust the environment. So, this is pretty cool. This is a feature that's also just like in the game, which I'll show you. But you can start your environment in a clean environment all the way to like run down. So, if you want your environment to kind of like display this low income style, you could do that. You could have it also very clean. I am going to set it, I think, lower, like here, because it's meant to be like a big city. And we live downtown, so it would be kind of cool to see like a little bit more of a lived-in feel. So that's one thing that you can do. The other thing that you can do is manage the city. This is a whole other screen. So you get a stat of your population. Oh my god, I just knocked over my mic. I'm so sorry. I honestly hate this mic. I miss my other one, but I need to set money aside to get a cord for it. Anyways, so this is your population, and it keeps track of like Zois that have passed, deceased. Currently I have aging off, so it's not going to happen. You will also see like hellos and goodbyes, so friendships that have formed, crushes that have formed. I'm so sorry, Bex. I'm sorry to everybody that my mic just crashed and burned. I really am very sorry. Infidelities, so people can cheat. Worst match relationship, so I'm thinking this is kind of like an enemies type situation, but it could also be like one of those bad romance situations. I'm not entirely sure. And then there's also accidents, so number of fires or items damaged in fires, traffic accidents, and Zoi arrests, which is pretty cool. And then you can tweak those things. So you can edit how Zois tend to react to things. Like if you have it set on high, which is on the blue side, then that means that negative emotions fade quickly and positive emotions last longer. If you have it on the lowest setting, then that means that positive emotions fade quickly and the negative kind of overtakes. So you can have it in the middle, which is everything is set in the middle by default. But if you wanted to have like your Zims, that's a mix of Zois and Sims, love that. If you wanted to have your Zois kind of struggle a little bit more, you can have it on the higher end so that, on the lower end, so that like they really have to work for those positive things. Or if you just want it to be like a utopia where everybody's happy all the time, you can do that. I like to give myself a bit of a challenge, so I usually like to have things a little trickier. This is also editable per save, so each save can be different. Like you can have a total like dystopian city vibe where everything is run down and crazy and hard. And then you can also have like a utopian one if you wanted to. Friendships. So this is how relationships progress. It's all set on medium to start. I like to make things difficult. And I'm not a huge fan of the business relationships. I think it should be optional personally. But I've recently started to see it as like a professional relationship versus like a friendly relationship or personal relationship. But I like to set that to the lowest because I don't think that Zoe should have a very quick professional relationship with strangers. I just don't. So I try and lower that. This is your family relationships. So I also like to bump that. Then city sanitation. Now, I told you you could change how like your city is affected. So you could lower that. I like to keep this on medium because I have had a glitch specifically in my original save, and it's starting to happen a little bit in other saves where their home never seems to be like considered clean, even though everything is actually clean. So I like to just keep that in the middle. Fire prevention rate, so how fast that happens, I like a little bit of chaos, so I like to turn that up. Appliance durability, I also like to turn that up a little bit. City safety, so this is the probability of Zoes engaging in violent or criminal acts. I like to turn that up a little bit. Health level affects the lifespan of Zoes and the likelihood of diseases. Again, I like a little bit of chaos. I like a challenge. Dream occurrences, I like them having dreams, so I put that up. Maximum population, I like that. And then vehicles, though, I actually like this on low. I like vehicles, but for graphical reasons and like stability reasons, and also just appearance wise and like gameplay purposes, I don't like to have a ton of vehicles all over the place, so I like to turn that down. And I missed this, but there's also number of time animals are interacted, and then also dreams. So number of good dreams and bad dreams. They have kind of removed this system from the game currently. They're working on it again, but the karma management status, your Zoe's, like, it is back in a little bit, but it used to be a lot more prominent where certain acts, like, so if you're a good person who avoids crime, your karma is better. Whereas if like you're a criminal, your karma will be lower. And this will keep track of that. And then as people pass, you can keep track of like their souls and where their karma is at. And I think this ties into the ghost play, whereas like some spirits might linger if they had bad karma because they're trying to like improve so that they can cross over. Again, this is very much a work in progress. But yeah, I really love the features of this game. It is very unique in some ways, but also like very nostalgic to sim players in a lot of ways as well. All right, we got to get up because Vivi is going to need to go to work shortly. So I'm going to have her wake up. Oh, she wants to go to the hospital and donate blood. Cute. I'm going to have her wake up and just get herself ready in terms of hygiene and all of that. Worst case, she can eat at work. He got a text message from Pocket Market and the Collection Society. These are kind of like spammy texts. Not the biggest fan of them, to be honest, but they do have a purpose. Like, you can get a free farming kit, and also Pocket Market is like the Plopsy of Sims, or the, like, what is it called in real life? Like Facebook Marketplace kind of thing. But there's one that's like Etsy. Etsy, that's what it is. Okay. So he is waking up. Gonna get him to brush his teeth and then take out some food. No, I clicked on it. Ugh, annoying. Hello? There we go. Alright, she is hungry, so I'm hoping she will get some food in her system before she goes to work. So maybe you can actually take out the food. Well, Ethan decided he needs to take a shower. Yes, Rachel. Chaos can be fun. I like a challenge. I don't like my Zoe's lives or my Sims lives to be like overly easy. Okay. So hopefully she can get a good meal in before she heads off to work. It looks like we will accomplish that. He's already brushed his teeth, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Another cute feature, okay, oh, I missed it, but he's blow drying his hair currently. A really cute feature of this is that if the Zois autonomously do things, like fill their hygiene bar, for example, which is what he did, they will get some interactions or animations that aren't like available if you direct them to do it. So he just spent some time in the shower, brushing his teeth, blow drying his hair, washing his face and all that to fill his hygiene bar autonomously. It's super cute. I really love it. Alright, so he is pretty well ready for the day. Vivi is getting there as well. They both need a little bit of social, so remember how I said that the romance was hard? Did I? Out of curiosity. Oh. Oh my gosh. I think I've been misreading this literally since the game's been released. Hold on, I'm getting a warning on my YouTube thing. What's up? Oh. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting a warning that apparently the music that is on my stream currently is not royalty free or copyright free. So I'm just going to change the music quickly. All right. Okay. So what I was trying to say is I think I was reading this wrong the whole time. I've always set it to low so that like the pace in my brain, I was thinking the lower the setting, the lower, like the harder it is. But I'm now wondering if I read this wrong. If this means like this is a high pace, which means like a longer pace. Whereas low is like a low pace means it can move faster. Which is maybe why I was like, wow, this romantic relationship is taking a while. And it could literally be because I'm used to setting it to lower and so more things were available. So I'm gonna try slightly high for these things and see if that has been my issue literally the entire time. Literally! 1 second, I was washing my oven and it's beeping at me saying that it's done. Give me 1 sec. Never mind. I think it was just beeping for the heck of it, like testing it, because it's not done. Yeah, like for me it was like low meant like low chance of it progressing. High meant like it would go easier. But I think I misread it because all of a sudden when I changed that setting, they had more options for romance. Oh, maybe I did read it right. Maybe it's just like I know there is a thing actually that other InZoi players have noticed that like the more time you spend in the save, the more open they are to interacting romantically. So maybe it's just because it's the third in-game day. Oh, okay, maybe not. It seems like he's just naturally not as inclined romantically because he has fewer options than she does. She seems to be like into it now. He seems to be a little bit more reluctant. Interesting, interesting. She's uncomfortable because she overslept. That's really cute. Okay, well, I'm still gonna test this though. Test my theory. Yeah, I'm not sure, Rachel. Now I'm confused. So I'm gonna test my theory and put it on the other end of the scale just to see if it progresses a little bit easier. Or harder this way, but now I'm confused because he still has a limited number of interactions, but she's got more. Also, because I changed the music, let me know if the volume is still an okay level or not. Okay, that went well. That did go well. Now, if I check their relationship, okay, it still didn't like drastically. Oh, that's why. I legit didn't even know that this was a thing. It's like Sims 2, where relationships could be one-sided. So it's actually that Vivi is literally more interested in Ethan than Ethan is interested in her. That's why she has more interactions. Very interesting. Okay. So I'm curious now if I have read it right. I legit didn't even know that that was a thing. I thought relationships worked both ways. I didn't think that like one Zoe could like another Zoe more than the other Zoe liked them. I had no idea. Alright, so I'm gonna see, before she heads to work, I'm gonna try and flirt with him a little bit more and see how this improves their relationship. So she's gonna ask about his type, which he does seem interested in. Okay, I think it's definitely the way I read it because that boosted her relationship quite a bit. So I'm gonna go back and change that. So I think I was reading it correctly. I think I just didn't realize that relationships could be one-sided. Actually, I'm gonna keep family relationships on medium. Okay, so she does have work starting, but we're gonna just spend a little bit of time with him before she heads out to work. And then we will also have Ethan go somewhere new today to see if we can collect some more and potentially do some more sales that way. Yeah, I really like that feature. I just, like I said, I legit didn't realize that it was a thing. I thought it was pretty one-sided. Oh, we're getting that glitch again. I think these glitches are happening more because of the introduction of multitasking. Okay, they're becoming colleagues, which is a little bit weird, but you get that push to change their relationship. So, as you can see, she thinks that they have a mutual crush, but Ethan is still kind of like about it. Like, he's like, there's a possibility, but I'm not really crushing on her yet. Which is very interesting. Now, she's feeling quite flirty, so we're going to try and compliment him. And maybe try out a pickup line and just see how our boy reacts, whether he's going to go with it or flat out squash it. Which, honestly, this does make a lot of sense for their characters. Ethan is very reserved. Because he's had to put out like this front for so long of being like this hard ass. So anything soft and mushy, he likes it deep down. He loves it. He wants to be that person, but he has this persona of being someone who's like not interested in that kind of stuff. So he opens up a little bit slower than Vivi would. Okay. So she's gonna flirt with him a little bit and say he's looking good. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's very animated about it. Which he liked. So that's good. But yeah, it's still really not boosting the way that he feels about her very much, which is very interesting. Because her romantic relationship with him is kind of, it's going higher. Like, she's moving towards wanting to be in a relationship with him, where he is kind of stuck at the like, yeah, she's cute, she's okay, but like not much more than that, you know? You're gonna be late for work, girl. Like, come on. Okay, okay. Aww. Well, that was a nice surprise. Makes a guy feel good to know someone appreciates the effort, doesn't it? See, like, he's definitely slightly less receptive to things or forward about flirting, but, like, he appreciates it. He likes it. He's just maybe not gonna put it out there as quickly as our girl is. Okay, we're gonna skip that because she really needs to get to work. She's gonna be super late. Oh, girl. Oh, she's so glitched. Oh, sorry. Pay interest. So her mortgage is due. They just had to drop $900 on that. So if that doesn't put a fire under Ethan's butt to, you know, get things going, I don't know what will. But our girl is a little bit glitched here, so I'm just gonna emergency rescue her quickly, which will reset her so that she's not stuck thinking she needs to eat, and she's gonna head to work. Ethan is now, oops, I didn't realize I was in that mode. Clean these up. And we didn't sell any of our tools, so we're not gonna make many, but he is a crafter. I want him to get his handiwork skill up, so we're gonna make another watering can before he heads out. Alright, are you there? She is. She's just gotten to work. So she needs to compliment an idol again and research more trends. So I think what we'll do is we'll find an idol first, because that's a quick interaction. We'll compliment. Oh, she was about to do her trends. Girl, she's on top of it. We're just gonna do this quick interaction first with Nikki here. Finish that. I'll let her kind of chat with her a little bit, and then I will send her to go and work on her task of researching the current trends. I would like her to introduce herself to the CEO today. She does want, well, that's sad. It's satisfying to see someone else take the lead, but I can't help but notice how little respect people give me. Babe, oh, I feel so bad. But yeah, she wants to be CEO, so eventually she kind of wants to like overtake this person. But having a good relationship with your leaders is generally a good idea if you want to kind of continue to climb. So I do want to have her introduce herself to her CEO today as well, but for now she's going to focus on her work tasks. Ethan just finished another watering can. His needs are pretty good. I'm going to have him use the bathroom one more time just to fill that gauge up. And then I'm thinking we might try the river park instead. There's not really a beach in this world or this map, this city. So we're gonna head over here, but before I do that, I'm gonna edit the property because I'm gonna make sure that there are market stands here that he can use. There is. Amazing. So there's already actually a flea market stand here, so we don't need to add any. Although I might add kind of another one just to simulate that there's maybe like an actual market going on here. And I love, love, love that we can customize so many of these lots. It's amazing. Oh, I want photos. Not that he's gonna be here with anybody, but we're gonna put in a mobile photo booth because I think that's adorable. Okay. So he's gonna head here afterwards. We will search that area and see if there are any collectibles that we can gather there, but if not, then we'll just focus on filling our tools today. Sorry if you heard that. He does want another coffee, I guess, so I guess we'll have him order coffee while we're there as well. One feature I would love to see added as well is like when you hover over the Zois, you can see where they are. I would actually love for it to just say like their interaction, like a basic description of their interaction, so that I could quickly hover over Vivi and see like she's researching her trend still, or she's interacting with another Zoi kind of thing, so that I can at least kind of decide whether I need to hop over to her or not. I think that would be a super handy feature to put in place. But yeah, so she's here. She's doing her thing. She wants to donate blood, but unfortunately the hospital is only open from 8 to 3, so that's during her work hours, so we'll have to wait until the weekend for her to do that. But I think she's gonna do that and then grab a coffee, because we all know our girl just loves her coffee. Oh, there are! Okay, I already see some collectibles here, which is amazing. So, come mine that, please. Ah! Look! Look, guys. Look! Look! There's pandas here! Go feed the panda, bamboo! That is so cute. Sorry, this mic is honestly so annoying. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is adorable. Not me having a super maniacal laugh because of a panda, but like, come on. That is the cutest thing. Alright, go get some twigs. Because we do need that. There's so many pandas. So stinking cute. And now you can see my pretty bushes. Oh look, there's Puppy here. Hi, Puppy. And a kitty. Stop. So many cute animals. I may have turned up the amount of animals a little too high, because now there are quite a few of animals. But, it's fine. Puppy! I don't see any butterflies right now, though. I love this. There's an amphitheater here. I don't know if you can actually, like... Right? So love that. I mean, I don't think the giant panda is endangered anymore, which is pretty amazing. What I was going to say is I don't think you could actually have, like, a performance here. But I would love to see that implemented, and I'm sure they're working on that too, because one of the key things that they are working on is having more... There's another cat, he's in the bush. More, like... what am I trying? Interactions on, like, community lots and stuff, so... That would be pretty cool. I'm loving this. So, Doan and Bliss Bay, when they were first... Okay, so when the DLC for Kahaya came out, I'm still not sure if it's Kahaya or Chahaya. I've heard people say it both. It is spelt like Kahaya. Like, K at the front. There's no H. But, I've heard people say Chahaya, which, to my unsophisticated ears, sounds much, like, smoother, cleaner. So I like the sound of Chahaya over Kahaya. But, I'm not actually sure that that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. I was saying something completely different before I went there. But anyways, when that DLC was released, these collectible spots were also new. Like, they were introduced with that DLC. And so Doan and Bliss Bay didn't actually have a lot of these spots because it was released with Chahaya. I'm just going to say Chahaya. It could be wrong. So most of these spots were actually in Chahaya, and the idea, I think, originally was that you kind of had to go to Chahaya to get a lot of these things. But since then, they've updated the cities quite a lot. And I think with that, they've also updated the amount of these... Oh, there's a sudden heat wave. Oh, dear. Okay, well... So this is a natural disaster that can happen in the game. So he can actually get heat stroke and die if we keep him out too long. So I'm going to have him dig this last spot and then head home because... Oh, he wants to change into, like, his warm weather clothes, which... valid. But yeah, I don't want him to get a heat stroke, so I'm going to let him dig up this last spot and then just head home for the day, and maybe we'll work just on crafting and some of the other things that he's interested in today. Because, yeah, this is not cool. Yeah, no. Oh, and she's actually headed home too, because with these natural disasters, they will cancel work. Basically, they'll be like, it's too hot to keep people working, so send them home. it basically becomes like an impromptu holiday thing. So she's also headed home. It's 40 degrees Celsius. It is hot. It's unnecessarily hot. So everybody's headed home for the day. Everybody's just buckling down, which don't blame them. The other two natural disasters, I know there's at least one, but I think there is a third. The other natural disaster that I have experienced myself is like torrential rains, which I think happened on the first day here. They got a warning that heavy rains were falling. And that basically means that the Zoids can develop a cold from being outside much easier. And I think the idea is that they might have like flooding happen, but I don't know if they're actually going to implement that or not. And then the third one that I haven't experienced myself, but I think does happen, is like a winter storm, like a winter blizzard. So yeah. But I've played mostly in Chihaya, actually, when these natural disasters were implemented. So in Chihaya, there's not snow. It's the climate is like island paradise kind of thing. So I never experienced that one, and I'm not entirely sure if it is a thing or not. But yeah, she's extremely warm. So I'm gonna get her to kind of just come chill inside. Too hot to function. Yeah, I get it. Alright, so why don't you cook yourself like a little bit of a salad when you get home? Ethan should just be just about home as well. Yeah, I hear him arriving. Oh, she's cooking something. I didn't mean to because I clicked off of her, but I'm gonna have him come and cook himself a salad as well. They can have lunch together, and we can actually focus on their relationship, which I think will be nice. We can see if we can get them involved with each other. Yeah, so a sudden disaster has interrupted the ongoing schedule event. Check to see if all family members are safe. You need each other's support right now. And that's really sweet. This is the glitch that I was talking about. So in this tab where you can see the home information, you can choose whether you want your Zois to wear shoes indoors or not. I'm Canadian. We don't wear our shoes inside, so I tend to just have all of my Zois not wear shoes inside. But I know in America it's quite common for people to wear shoes indoors. I don't know about anywhere else. I know that in Korea, like a lot of Asian communities, it's also... Oh, you made a whole meal. Aw, I feel bad. She made an entire meal. Oh, due to recent heat wave damages, disaster relief fund will be provided to all households living in the area. Nice. We got a little bit of a relief fund delivered to us. But anyways, you can do that. But then there's also like the cleanliness level, and you can see if your Zois need to do laundry, so if they're dirty, but also the level of cleanliness in the home. In my oldest save that I've played since the beginning, it doesn't matter how many times I have my Zois clean, the cleanliness level is always at the end. Like it's at the lowest, and I cannot get my Zois to like fix that. And I've started to see it happen a little bit in other saves, but yeah. Yeah. So if you have your Zois wearing socks, like I have Ethan in socks, he just walks around in his socks inside. And Vivi, who wears like sandal heel things, she's not wearing socks, so she just goes barefoot, which is very much like how it is in Canada. You wear whatever is under your shoes inside. And I am very much a barefoot person. I hate socks, so 90% of my life I'm barefoot. You're not even talking. Guys, can you like chat with each other? Yeah. That could be a cute feature though, Rachel, is like there are like decorative slippers. Would be kind of cute if you could like click on them and have like put on slippers or indoor shoes. That'd be cute. What's wrong? Not on the same pages. Gosh, their preferences are different. Yeah, that's fair. Why don't you talk about boxing? I feel like the music is a little bit loud again, so I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit more. Oh, I didn't mean off. There you go. Oops, I didn't mean to zoom in that far onto him. Sorry if you can hear my oven beeping in the background. I don't think you can because I have like a noise blocker, like distance blocker kind of thing, but it's driving me nuts. It keeps beeping, I think because it's reached a temperature to finish cleaning. Alright, Vivi is gonna put the rest of this in the fridge, and then she's actually gotta use the bathroom. And the house is starting to get a little bit dirty because we have not really done any cleaning since we've moved in. So, aside from like our dishes. So I may have Vivi use the mop to clean up a little bit and then use the vacuum a few times too, just to tidy things up. That is one thing, again, that I know that they're working on improving, is currently there's not a lot of items that you can directly click on and clean. Oh good. I'm glad that I wasn't the only one. I hope it's better now. So like you can see like the chairs are starting to get a little bit dusty, but I can't like click on them and clean them. And there are not a lot of items in the home that we can actually do that with. I think the only ones that currently we can actually just click on and clean are showers and bathtubs. The rest of them you actually just use the mop or the vacuum and you kind of clean the area and the items get cleaned in that area. So I know that they are working on that though. They want to improve that. Oh, he wants to wear his summer clothes. So I'm going to let him come and change into his summer clothes. And then he also wants to check out a humor website. So I'm going to have him just chill for a break because he really hasn't done this a lot. He's kind of been focused on working and stuff. So I'm going to let him just chill on the computer a little bit. And that should be increasing. Yeah, so that increased our cleanliness like all the way, which is nice. And it did clean up the shower as well. No worries, Bex. I'm going to have her get a tarot card reading because that was one thing that I said that I feel like she would actually be interested in is tarot card reading. I do want to get her a coffee machine. I'm going to see how much they are rather than having a blender. Although, you know, I do feel like that is something that potentially, ooh, I got an idea that potentially Ethan would use. I'm going to get rid of that water purifier. And I'm going to get one of these purifiers instead. Oops. And I'm going to put that down here so it's not taking up counter space. And then I'm gonna get a coffee grinder and... Oh, actually, I don't think we need a coffee grinder. I think we can just use the coffee pod machine. Okay, we're gonna try that. Because she's our coffee girl. Yeah, okay. Although I did that, but the thing is okay, so there's actually like a coffee making skill. With this coffee pod machine, you don't gain that skill because it doesn't really take any effort. You just plop a pod in, so it makes sense. I would like to get her the coffee grinder because I would like her to work on her coffee making skill, I think. So that definitely cost more money. But yeah, oh sorry. Sorry girl, I know I got rid of those items. I got rid of those items and she's like, you want me to do what? Alright, so she did that. Or he did that. He also wants to drink coffee, so I might have him do that in a minute. He also wants to make an impulse buy, but I'm pretty sure that's like $5,000 and they don't have it. Oh, did you? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's really annoying. It's almost done though. It was like 10 minutes away, so hopefully it will be done soon and not beeping. Okay, why don't you go make a coffee for yourself as well? Girl, did you forget what you were doing? Yeah, okay, hold on. Ethan, pause. Go continue. Ethan, you were gonna use the bathroom and I canceled you, so why don't you go do that? Yeah! Ooh, that cup is not under the coffee. Girl, mistake number one. But yeah, so she's got the coffee craft skill. Oh! Skill. And part of this is because you can actually be a barista in certain jobs. I think it might only be in Bliss Bay that you can do it. But, yeah, so I guess part of the skill is because you can get better at being a barista, like a coffee barista. And you can also own a... well, I guess you can own a coffee shop now. Before it was like you could only work in a coffee shop. I'm gonna have an iced one. And so I think you could only do that in Bliss Bay. Like, I don't think there's an option for that here, unless maybe part-time. No, yeah, here it's just cashiers. In Bliss Bay, I think there was an option to be a barista. So anyways, that was where that skill originally came from. But now you could technically set up your own coffee shop, I think, and run it. And so you have to get better at making coffee. But now you can also own your own bar, and so there's also a drink mixing skill. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know, you're not very good at it. I know. Okay, drink your iced Americano. Look at them both just having a nice coffee. Ah, this is the life. A little caffeine, a little quiet, perfect for sharpening my vision. So the heat wave is technically over, but as you can see, her day of work just got fully canceled. So she doesn't have to go to work anymore, which is kind of nice. I guess, oh no, it's almost 3 p.m. I was going to say, I guess I could have her go and donate blood now, but it closes at 3 and I don't think she'll get there in time, unfortunately, so we won't worry about that today. While he has his coffee, I'm going to see if I can do, oh, see, I can't. I thought there was a way that she could just give herself a tarot card reading. But maybe I just didn't have it placed in a good spot. I'll try again. She was gonna play a video game. Girly, please. I'm quite impressed with my stream and my computer. I haven't dropped any frames, and I'm playing a very intensive game without like any lag or crashing, knock on wood, so I'm quite impressed with my system. I don't have my camera on for two reasons. One, I look like crap, and that's two, Rachel. And two, the camera tends to take a lot of like resources from my game or my system, and it was affecting Sims 3 really badly, so I could only imagine how it would affect InZoi. So she's giving herself a tarot card reading. I love it. Bex, I don't know if you're here right now because I know you said you may not be able to hear from time to time, but Vivian and Rachel, you might know them too if you watched some of the streams, but Vivian totally gives me Grace vibes from my Sims 3 series. They're very similar, I feel. But she got a worrisome fortune. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. A fortune like this, people say to only believe the good parts, but it's not... Sorry, but it's hard to not let this bother you. Oh. Okay, well, let's have you guys interact. Maybe that will take your mind off of things. Stinky toilet. Oh my gosh, she's really feeling it. She was using an uncomfortable chair. I don't know if that's the dining chair or the computer chair. The toilet was stinky, but I think it's clean now, I hope. And the coffee was low quality because she made it, so she's just feeling really uncomfortable, which is not great. Oh, he was having a rough day, so now she's worried. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, say you simply just like them. All right, she's gonna drop in a little flirt at the end of this. Just chuckle. Ho, 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 ho. That's another thing that they are going to introduce is different voices. Right now, all the females always have the same voice and all the males always have the same voice. But that is something that they were talking about introducing a while ago. Again, I don't know if it's going to happen this year because their whole thing was that they wanted to focus on what was already in the game. But oh, he responded well. So what is his relationship with her like? It's really not moving. It's taken a while, which is very interesting. Oh, but he does have more options. What if I give her a hug? Oh. Oh! But you have a crush on him! What? This is so interesting to me. Oh no. I thought we were closer. You tried to get closer to them, but got turned down. Now you just feel embarrassed and awkward. Maybe. I don't know, Bex. This is wild. She doesn't have... Okay, there. It's too soon for that. You're not ready to get any closer to them yet. Are you the only one who thinks you need more time? Yeah, she just denied him. I'm so confused. I'm not used to being hugged so suddenly, and I'm not sure if I can handle this. I can handle my own business decisions, but I don't like being forced into conversations. So yeah, you're right, Bex. She's literally just so independent and so stubborn that she wants to be in control of the pace of their relationship. She doesn't like that he made a move. Whoa. Um, I'm so caught off guard. Okay, she's gonna change the subject, I guess. She's feeling a little bit awkward. Okay, look. Poor Ethan. Oh my god. Look at his face is perpetually like, He's so confused. This poor guy. She literally told him like right before this like I like you. Like just simply put, she was super to the point. I like you. So then he tries to hug her and she pushes him away. I literally want to hide in embarrassment. I know. He's like, what am I doing wrong? I'm so I feel so bad. He looks how I feel. This poor guy. I think he literally was just like, I'm I'm so confused about what you want right now. Oh my gosh, that cracked me right up. Okay, it's satisfying. Yeah, see. Okay, if you take out the like team part of this and like replace it with relationship, because this is kind of in response to her like business professional relationship with him. But she's literally saying it's satisfying to know that I can steer this partnership relationship, even if it means being the one that's calling the shots. And he's like, I'm glad I could be there for her when she needed a boost, even if I'm not always the one giving it. So he's like, okay, I'm just glad that like I'm here for her and like we're in this together, even if it's like her controlling everything. And she's like, I'm glad that I can steer this ship. Like, oh my gosh. This relationship, though, I'm not even sure if this is healthy anymore, to be completely honest. Now she's gonna talk to him about dating advice? Oh. Oh. Okay, just before that, it cleared it now. She was like, I'm glad I can support Ethan. And now she's like, I guess even a stubborn woman like me needs a little grace sometimes, but I can't stand when others try to steer the conversation. She literally was like, I like you, but I'm going to control it. I'm going to control the pace. You can't do it. Oh my god. And he's just so wholesome. He's like, just a moment with the family. That's all. A little honesty goes a long way, doesn't it? Don't we all, though, Bex? Don't we all? I don't even know how I feel about this relationship anymore. I thought when I created them and like their personalities and everything, I thought they would complement each other really well. But now that I've like put their personalities into the game and I'm like seeing it play out, I don't know how like healthy this relationship actually is, because it seems like, oh, okay, let me finish my thought. But it seems like Ethan is okay kind of taking a back seat in this because he's so used to like putting out this front that he's all right taking a back seat. But it's not really healthy because then Vivi is literally controlling everything in terms of their relationship. Like she's in control of the like she's the breadwinner for the main part right now because she's the only one with like an actual career. Ethan's kind of freelancing it and trying to make money any way he can, but I mean, it's not a solid way of getting income. So really, like, this apartment is hers. So she's in control of like their livelihood. She's now in control of like their romantic relationship because she is allowed to say no when she wants to and dictate how it flows and how it goes. But if he tries to like overstep, he pushes her away, or she pushes him away. So although I feel like Ethan's kind of okay with it, I don't know if this is healthy. So now Vivian's thinking, interesting. Ethan and I, we have a thing, a really good thing. It's a good feeling, actually, to have someone I can actually talk to about things. And I'm not one to be bothered with what others think. So that's like a big Vivi thing. She doesn't care about what other people think about her. That's the way she's always been. She's always been very independent, strong-handed, stubborn. She just is who she is, right? And that's been really good for her in the past because she's been able to stand up and just say, like, this is me and I don't care what you think. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to dress the way I want. I'm going to act the way I want. All of that, which in a way is a great thing for her, especially because her family was so very restricting in the beginning. But in this relationship, for her to be like, ooh, I like this, but I don't care what you think. I don't know. This is so messy. I don't know if they're going to be endgame, and I really wanted them to be. Oh, this is so interesting. Oh, Beck, she's like reading your mind. She literally says, maybe I'm just being too focused on my own path and not enough on others. Yeah, like you're very right, Rachel. It could become more balanced because like his ultimate goal is to open a store and run his own business. But for right now, he's just super dependent on her because he has to kind of like do his thing and like progress up to owning a business, which he's not there yet at all. So maybe when he becomes less dependent on her, it can kind of balance out. Like maybe right now Vivian is kind of power hungry because she knows she's in control. I don't know. But she is reflecting because she is saying, maybe I am just too focused on my own path and not on his or other people's. Which is, yeah, girl, like, shake your head a little bit, please. And he's still just like, honesty, family. Like, he's just so blissful. Okay, so they can become business partners, which will be interesting. I guess we can cue that up just to get that out of the way. So their professional relationship and their personal friendship are pretty much maxed. She does still have a crush on him, and it's nearing the sweetheart stage. Like she's pretty close to wanting to be in an actual like committed relationship with him. Meanwhile, he is full in terms of best friends, but his professional, like the way that he sees her professionally is still lower than the way that, yeah, like this part of their relationship, he still saw her as like a colleague, not as a partner, whereas she was ready to become business partners. Now he did agree, so it boosted it up there, but it's so interesting because on one hand, it seems like Vivian is the most eager. Like she wants to progress things. She wants to go on to like the next step with him. But it's like on her terms. Whereas Ethan seems like he's more reluctant to progress on things, but is kind of willing to jump on ship when he is. I know, Bex, I know. So that's one thing that I'm kind of like about, and I hope that maybe they tweak, is because everybody has these three relationships. Well, not everybody, but okay, so everybody has these two. And then the romantic relationship obviously is only there when you start a romantic relationship with somebody. But the way I used to like despise this part of it. But now I've started to think of it a little differently. I've started to think of it as like this is like their professional relationship. Like, do they have like a general respect for each other? Could they work alongside each other? Whereas this, like, their friendship is like, do they know each other on a personal level? Does that make sense? But yeah, I agree. Generally, you would think a business relationship would only be for like people that they know at work, which I have suggested to the development team is like, can we have that as like, for example, like the romance relationship where it only applies to Zois who are actually working with each other. But so far, it's just been a default relationship. But I've just kind of started to interpret it a little bit differently. Started to think of it as like professional versus personal. Finally, a moment where I can just be me and not worry about what anyone else wants. Trust like this is what I live for. Honestly, it's nice to feel that way. That's cute. Okay, so if I come to him, immediately I chose one of the emojis, and if you remember what I said about those, based on their feelings that are here and the way that their relationships are progressing, you can click on one of these emojis and it will randomly select an interaction from that like matches that feeling. I clicked on a thumbs up and that has set them so that he's going to try and flirt with her. Yeah, that's fair, Bex. That's fair. So we're going to come on to his side of things for a minute and we're going to see how he chooses to interact with her. He's going to try and flirt with her again and we're going to see if... Oh. Yeah, okay. And we're going to see if she actually takes it again. It looks like she is. So she doesn't mind like subtle flirting. She doesn't mind when he like flirts with her. I think maybe the hug was just a little too far from him, which I still just disagree with. I think that was odd. Oh, he's gonna try and express his attraction. I feel like this is not gonna go well. It hasn't in the past. No, see, they just... She literally walked away from him. Okay. Alright. Wow. I don't even know how to take that. Ugh. Okay, well, it's not a heat wave anymore. Oh my god, she literally walked away from him. Yeah. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna have... What I'm gonna have her do is just go and read, because that is something she wants to do. I think she just needs to chill. He's feeling super flustered. He's brushing his teeth in the kitchen. That's how flustered he's feeling. I think I'm gonna have him head back over to the park now that it's not so hot out and do some more collecting, I guess, and maybe try and sell some of his tools. I think he just needs to step away. I think they need a little bit of space from each other. I'm so, like, confused. Like, I'm on his side of these things. I don't know what Vivian thinks she wants. Oh, he sent her a text. No one listens to what I have to say like you do. I'm just glad we share that same wavelength. Our friendship is forever. Oh, are you friend zoning him? You have a crush on him. I'm so confused. Yeah, Max. He's just like, I need to do something. Give me something. Oh, sorry. Made a loud bang. I'm very confused. I feel so bad for Ethan. I feel like all the signals are being crossed here, but it is what it is. So he's gonna head back to the park, get some distance. He doesn't like being outside of his house. It makes him really anxious, but he's gonna do it because oh, I swear she's friend zoning him. My best friend forever. Meeting you was the best thing to happen to me. I'm happiest when we have heart to heart talks. Seeing you gives me strength. Thank you. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's like it I get what you mean, Bex. It could be taken two ways, but I don't know. I'm almost feeling like she's kind of friend zoning him. Like she thinks he's cute. And she's kind of got like that attraction to him. But like I don't know if she's willing to take it further. And he just is so like I think confused by everything. That's why his relationship is low with her on that front because he's like, I don't know. Like I'll kind of just let her deal with it. I feel so bad. This is like definitely not the direction that I thought it would go at all. I thought they would like click really, really quickly. And they did in terms of friendship. Like their friendship went up really quick. And then their like professional relationship, like their mutual respect for each other went up. Maybe they're just not prioritizing the romantic side of it because they just have so much other things going on. Like he's trying to focus on starting a self-made career. She's trying to focus on increasing her career in terms of the entertainment industry. So maybe they're just like not on that level right now. Which I mean is fine because I have aging turned off, but I really thought that it would happen a little bit quicker. I did. And now I'm kind of even questioning whether it should happen at all or whether they are just like platonic and are like best friends, but nothing more. And whether I should have them both kind of reach out in other directions. I don't know. This whole story has kind of taken another path I didn't intend for it or know that it would. And I mean, it does make sense. Like, on the surface, like on surface level, their relation or their personalities really do kind of conflict with each other. Like on surface level. Like, you wouldn't think that they would go together based on who they present themselves to be. But I think if they got past that, they would complement each other really well. But it almost feels like right now they're just kind of struggling to see how they fit together in terms of like a romance anyways. Okay, we're really not getting any gems, and I think that might be because they're collecting. Oh, there's a ghost here. Do you see? So this little like fog thing means that there's a spirit there. And so now he's got this worried moodlet because a strange energy brushed past you, sending a chill down your spine. It feels like something invisible is right beside you. Yikes. I have aging off, which means that that person likely passed away in an accident of some sort, which we could check in that manage city thing. Yeah, it's haunting the trash can. I don't know why. Maybe it was a homeless person. Oh my god, that's horrible. I blame you, Ethan, because I don't know if you see this, but he has an urge to ask a homeless person about their job. I feel like that's very passive aggressive of you. I don't know if he's taking out his anger on like people around him or what, but I kind of just brushed past that or over it because I was like, ah, what the hell? Sorry, Bex, ignore me. It was Ethan's fault. He got he got the passive aggressive thinking in my head. Alright, I think we're gonna try and sell some stuff. Oh, we can't. Oh, these are the wrong ones. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just replace 2 of these with the actual market stands that I need. Like I said, I blame Ethan. I think he was taking out his frustration on undeserving people, and the thought just kind of melted into my own brain. It's his fault. I blame him. Okay. Okay, well then put it away, you goof. Put that away. Put it in your bag. Okay, go select items to sell. So we will sell a pickaxe. I think we're gonna kind of try... Alright, advice. Do we, because they weren't selling, and a lot of, not a lot, but a couple of Zoids walked away saying like they were too expensive. The thing is it costs him about 200 mu to make the tools, which is why I was trying to sell them for a little bit of a profit. Do we take a cut, like a price cut, and set it to like the lowest setting, which is 100 mu, and see if we can make some sales and at least make some money off of them? Or do we try and stick with our guns and at least break even and set it to 200? What should we do? I'm kind of tempted to set it to like 200 for now and see if we can at least break even for now. But the thing is like the whole thing, yeah, like the whole point of this is that he was making tools to make a profit. So I think, I don't know, Rach, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if like there is like a hidden sales skill so that like, I know there is like a hidden thing in Sims 4 in these kinds of situations where like the more you sell, the more you have like a loyalty system. So maybe right now he needs to take a loss to kind of have people like see that he's like reputable and like come back. But I don't know if that's an actual like system in the game or not. So I think for now we're going to try and set it to 200 to try and at least break even. But if we go another, yeah, exactly. If he sells nothing, he's also not making a profit. So I don't know how I want to do this, but for right now, I'm going to try and break even. If we go, like if this sale goes bad and we make no money on it again, then I might try and cut a loss and see if we need to build up like a loyalty. Oh gosh, okay. Sorry. I'm kind of like, I'm tempted to hold on to this because I don't know if we need this mineral. for anything, and we've only gotten 2 since we've been collecting, so I'm kind of tempted to keep it just in case we may need it in the future. Oh, there's not a money jar on it. But I'm also kind of like wanting to sell it. I put a money jar on it. What do you mean? Oh, I wonder if he's not technically in the same spot. So I'm gonna have him... Oh, there was a money jar on it. I'm gonna have him just go over here because he may not be... Oh. He may not be close enough to that lot. Yeah, okay. There we go. So let's start our sales and see. There's a lot of people here right now. Oh, it's backwards. Really? Oh. Man, I'm good at this game. Okay. There we go. Right, so there are a lot of people right here. In the other park, there wasn't as many. So we can hope that with the amount of people in the area, that means that we have a better chance of actually making some sales. Potentially. We shall see. Let's try... Oh, okay, so far so good. Like, we already immediately have some people coming. So hopefully that means we actually sell. The lighting on this guy's eyes make him look like he's got red glowing eyes. It's just the sunset. Not bad for the price. So are you actually going to purchase something? Don't talk with him. There's a fly that's bothering me. All right, we got another customer. Oh, he's handsome. Oh, hello, young ho. No. Promote. Okay, so we have people actually coming to look, but we still don't have anybody actually buying yet. I accidentally set one to 100. I think I can change that though. Cancel sale. Get over here. There you go. Greet your customers. Oh, I've been wanting this. Then please purchase it. Like, there's a lot of people showing interest, which is good, but nobody's actually buying anything yet. This lady literally says, I want this. Oh. Oh. Yay! He sold something. Okay, so maybe it has more to do with the location than it did in terms of price. We'll have to see. So breaking even right now is better than nothing because we've already spent the money, so at least we're like getting that money back. But in the future, potentially tomorrow, maybe what we'll do is we'll try and sell it for a little bit of a profit, because even 10 mu is somewhat of a profit. Okay, no. Attract some customers. Why don't you attract Sumin? And then promote. I'm hoping we can get some more sales here. It would be nice to sell all of it, but if we can at least get one more, that would be nice. She's doing some yoga at home. Oh, she just donated some money. Cutie. Kind of need that money, though. Okay, let's see. She wants to read a book about past lives at the Tarot Card Cafe. We could send her to the Tarot Card Cafe. Read a home humor book on a tablet. You don't have a tablet, and I don't really want to get you one, so I'm going to unlock that. I'm also going to unlock the Impulse Buy, because that's like $5,000, and we just don't have it. I'll let her do some yoga for now. Okay, how's it going? Still nothing? Ask about day, watch stand. So he's chatting with somebody right now. Let's do some dancing. Yeah. Yeah. Shake it. Shake it good. Dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. My oven's still beeping. I'm gonna go check it right away and see if it's done. We're dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. We're getting it. Come buy from us. I do really love him. I think he's such a cute character. I really just hope that him and Vivi work out because I think that they're really sweet together. Don't act cold to anybody. Just chill, friend. Chill. He definitely, it's kind of funny though, because with strangers, he has a tendency to act kind of rudely to people, which is kind of fitting for his backstory that I created, and I don't think that I put that in here. Wants to make a name for himself, loves working out, very handy. He's encouraging of other people's dreams and wants, family-oriented, but does take a little bit of time to open up. Yeah, I want to add in here, has a rough bad boy exterior, but is quite soft-hearted. Oh. Okay, that's all that I can add. Cool. So it's just interesting, like, how he comes off, like, so similar to the character that I, like, created in my head. Okay, can you greet your customer? And then promote. Oh. You've been wanting it, then come back here, sir. Come here. Also, I love this cute little feature. So this is a senior, which is the oldest form of Zoi. And hold on, I'm just gonna see if he'll do it again. He's not walking like that right now. There we go. This little walk, this is so like stereotypically elder Asian walk, and I love it. But I do hope that they add some variation to like how the characters walk, because not everybody walks like that when they're older, but or even walks like how the Zois walk when they're younger. So it would be cute to have like I don't know if like a walk style is needed, so to speak, like they have in Sims 4, but I think it would be cute to add just like personality differences depending on maybe like their characteristic or their traits, how they walk at different stages in their life. Just add the small details. Oh, he wants to play the guitar. I love that for you. Okay, we have another customer. No, I know you're hungry and you want to do the things, but let's finish our sale here. Oh, there's a scratch here. Oh, you know what probably has a play in it is the quality of the items too. I didn't even think of that, but these items may not be of the highest quality because his skill is quite low. So that could also be why he's not selling them as quickly. Not just the price, but like the quality of each item. It doesn't say on the items, like when I hover over them, what the quality is. But that could be a potential reason. I think this girl is gonna try and haggle. Oh, I love her pink hair. You don't see like unnatural hair colors a lot in InZoi. Yeah, okay. We'll let you take something for a discount if you're actually gonna buy it. She's calling the police on somebody. Somebody did something. She's reporting someone to the police. Oh, this guy. I think he's oh no, he's playing darts. I don't know what she saw, but she was reporting someone to the police there. What? What? She was reporting Ethan? The crime Ethan Spencer committed has been reported. The police are on the way. What are you talking about? Ethan! What did you do? Run! This girl's in her bed. Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! Run! 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 No! No! What just happened? I don't know what he did. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't know if he just got falsely accused of something, or if it was a glitch, but she just called the police on him for something and they arrived and then they handcuffed him briefly, but then he just walked away. So I don't know if he just I have no idea what just happened. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh. Okay, well she's eating in the dark. Why don't you turn on at least one light? Um she's having a chill day. She was doing yoga. She's exhausted from doing yoga. She was reading earlier. Now she's just having a nice quiet meal. She's having a decent day. Ethan, on the other hand, seems to be having like one of the worst days of his life. He almost got arrested. He got turned down for trying to hug her. A little self-preservation is necessary. Oh, look, there's fireworks. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. Oh, I don't even know what's going on. This poor dude is just being like attacked. This is wild. All right, give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna go check on my oven and then use the bathroom quickly. Sorry. The oven should stop beeping now. And I also just got myself some lunch because it is that time. But yeah, so that is another feature, by the way, that is in the game, is the crime system is quite intricate now. So your Zois can get fined or arrested for different kinds of crime. So there's like vandalism, I think even littering is another one. There's theft, and there's also like scamming. Hacking, I believe, is another thing that you can get fined or arrested for. And then there's also things like accidental deaths. So if you get in a car accident and you're found at fault, that could be a thing. And then obviously there's the big M, where you can like intentionally harm someone through violence. So all of those are things, and you can be arrested or fined, like I said, but they've also introduced a trial system. So you might get arrested and or fined, but then you can also, your Zoe can also be put on trial to determine your sentencing. And yeah, it's quite interesting. I've never actually had a Zoe who is interested in the crime aspect of things. I haven't done that yet. But I don't know if Ethan is going to get a trial for whatever he just did. No idea. I'm assuming not, because yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming not, because there hasn't been any further like info following that. But yeah. No, because it's also not. So when a Zoe is committed of a crime or commits a crime, like on this profile here in the top, underneath career, it'll say like crime attempts or something, and it will say, and he doesn't have one here. So I almost wonder if it was a glitch, if he was like falsely accused, or if it was like a glitch in the system. Or if it was a glitch that he didn't actually get fined or arrested. I don't know. But for story purposes, I'm kind of just going with the fact that he was like falsely accused of something. Maybe scamming. I don't know. The lady seemed a little bit off her rocker. That's really rude to say. I shouldn't say that. I apologize. My ADHD can sometimes make me way too inappropriately blonde and say things that I normally wouldn't. Okay. So I don't know. There is a tarot place, but I don't know if like what the hours are. Until 10. Okay. I'm gonna send Vivi out. Ethan kind of went out, did his thing. Now I can focus on Vivi a little bit. So I'm going to send Vivi out to the cafe because she actually has been wanting to go there and read a book as well. That is apparently only at this tarot cafe. But, yeah. And yeah, Rachel, it is a complex system. I love it. And you can also be a part of the system. So you can work in law enforcement. And, it's an active career. I don't know if it's in Doan. I know it's in Bliss Bay. I don't know if you can do that in Doan. No, I don't think it's in in Doan, but I do believe it's in Bliss Bay, unless that's a mod that I had. But you can be a part of the crime syndicate. And you can be a firefighter in Doan, which is kind of cool. Which, honestly, if I was going to have Ethan become anything in the career system, I'd probably have him become a firefighter. Just as, like, because it's something that I feel like it would be very athletic, very hands-on, that he would actually enjoy doing when he's not focused on his business. So if we get to a point where, like, we're not making enough money and we may need... I love that this girl's just walking around in a bathing suit. If we may need to, like, supplement our income because of our mortgage payments and stuff, maybe I will have him get into firefighting as an option, or gaming, because there's a gaming career as well, and he likes gaming. Okay, hurry up. This place is gonna close. I love these wobbly promotional things. And I love that it's in the game. Okay. So here's the cafe. Woo! Oh, he's not here, so we can't do it. Check your love horoscope. I wanted to see if we could check her compatibility with Ethan, but he's not here. I thought there was a psychic here, but I guess not. What did I say? I don't think it told us anything. That's unfortunate. Why don't you get a latte? We all know you like coffee. So, crime is also... Oh, good things will happen with the person you're currently thinking of. Okay. And she is thinking about how, like, her and Ethan work well together. Like, in terms of professionalism. But we can think of that a little loosely. So, maybe there is a future. At least in her horoscope. But what I was going to say is there is a crime skill. And when you get better at crime, you can actually, like, steal from the money boxes and stuff. And, like, the safes. Okay. She wants to read a book about past lives. So I'm going to let her do that when she has her coffee. A latte? Fine. A little break from, well, everything, really. It's a small price to pay for a little peace of mind. And frankly, I'm not one for waiting around. Fair. Fair. I still think you're a little bit, rash, baby. I really do love how their back stories and, like, the characters that I kind of imagine them being is really portraying itself well in game. She's thinking of babies. But I mean, she is reading about past lives, so maybe she's thinking about her as a child. Or whose child she was in the past life. Okay, when she does that, I'm going to send her home. Because technically this business is closed anyways. But because she's in here, it won't boot her out, which is kind of nice. She just can't come back in. So I'm going to send her home. And check on Ethan. Guys, you need to stop donating money. It's sweet that you want to do that, but you have no money. Goodness. Okay. He needs the bathroom. So he's gonna do that. And then, honestly, He hasn't really done it yet, so I might just let him come play a video game for a little while before putting this away and calling it a night. I don't know if I'm gonna have them like work on their relationship at all today, or if they're just feeling, I don't know what that was. If they're just feeling so awkward right now because of everything that they're just kind of avoiding each other at the moment. I don't know. A part of me wants to have them continue working on their relationship. But another part of me is like, yeah, they're probably just feeling all sorts of weird about things now and confused and just need a break. Stinky toilet? Again? Oh, is it just because it's a budget toilet? Yeah. It's a cheap toilet. Alright. And it does look like we sold a pickaxe today. So I could have him work on creating a rake or a pickaxe to sell tomorrow. I'm thinking we may have better luck waiting until the evenings to start our sales, like have him spend the day crafting, exploring, collecting, that kind of thing. And then maybe around 5 or 6, try and do some sales. The reason why I was having him do it earlier was because I kind of wanted him to be home around the same time as Vivi. But maybe we just need to let him focus on his career a little bit, like Vivi has been. Alright, she's gonna come and use the bathroom and just get herself ready for bed. She's ready. She wants to go to bed. So we will let her do that. Oh, another feature that they are currently working on and should be coming in the next update is the ability to assign hairs and makeup to specific outfits. Right now, we can set accessories for specific outfits, but we can't split hairstyles and makeup. But that is something that they're working on adding for the next update, which is pretty cool too. I would love to see the ability to set multiple outfits, though. Like, multiple everyday, multiple swimwear, that kind of thing as well. Yeah, okay. He is getting ready for bed as well. I guess he finished the pitchfork with a rake. Amazing. Brush your teeth, wash your face. And then you could go to sleep as well. Because, like, I love her sleepwear, but do I think she would dress up like this every single night? No. Especially considering her and Ethan are technically not even... okay. Are technically not even romantic with each other. I don't think that she would put in the effort to look like that every single night. But I don't have the ability to, like, add several sleepwear, so... Sometimes at the end of the day, we'll get, like, a summary of how they feel about their day, but Vivian literally says, I have nothing to say about today. Cool. Alright, come on, Ethan. There we go. And that is their 3rd day in Dawan done. I'm really, like, excited and happy with the way that things are turning out in terms of, like, how the characters are progressing and really feel authentic to, like, the characters that I wanted them to be. And I don't feel like I have to force it. Like, I feel like a lot of their natural inclinations and reactions and thinking seem to be quite on par with the characters that I created. So I'm really excited about how this family household is like progressing. I'm confused and I'm curious to see if anything romantic is actually going to happen. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, girly. Rise and shine. But my friends, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I do just want to eat and chill for a little bit before I have to go and get my kiddo, and I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, so I think it is time to wrap it up. But as I said at the beginning of the stream, I really do want to put some focus and emphasis and prioritize my social media, my YouTube channel. So I'm hoping that I will be able to do daily streams during the week, potentially one on the weekend, just depending on how my little guy is doing. But yeah, I think for right now, my focus will mainly be on InZoi. I'm just so passionate about it, and if I can, even though my community is quite small right now, if I can push it forward and help it grow, I'm gonna do that. But of course, I'm still a simmer, and I will have some Sims content on the stream as well. I'm starting to get the itch to play my Sims 3 family, so maybe very soon I will play that. And there's also some other games that I'm interested in doing, like Star Sand Island and Coral Island and Stardew Valley. So we'll see where it goes, but for right now, I feel like InZoi is the game that I want to help grow. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And if you want to join the Discord, Bex will throw it in there when she can. You can follow that, and I will post a link whenever I go live. It's really nice to catch up with you too, Rachel. I'm really glad that you were able to make it today. I know I was a little bit MIA. Life is fun that way. Going through it, but I'm working to come out. So yeah. But yeah, I hope I will see you tomorrow. I should be able to. We will likely be back with this family because I'm having a ton of fun, and I think you guys are also enjoying seeing how their stories will unfold. So we'll probably be back tomorrow with Vivi and Ethan, and likely around the same time if possible. So yeah, anyways, thanks Bex, love you guys, hope you have a fantastic day, night, evening, wherever you might be. And if you did enjoy today's stream, don't forget to hit that like button because it does help push the stream to other people. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more content. Bye.